Hey everybody, welcome to the main. I can't even get the words out. Welcome to the Toronto Maple Leafs at the Montreal Canadiens. That's the game. There you go. I figure I'd get it eventually. It's like when I call all my kids are together and I call one of their names. I usually have to cycle through all three. That's what just happened here. So welcome to the Toronto Maple Leafs at the Montreal Canadiens. It's the Canadiens. Okay, we're in gear now. So let's hope for a good game tonight. It should be very interesting. I want to say hi to somebody. Hi, Connie. Let's see. Hines, the stream went from the pregame show to the main show. Hope you like the light show that's on behind me. What is it bad? Is it hard on your eyes? Let me know in the comment section if that's a problem, and I will change it. Otherwise, I think it's kind of cool. But that's me. Let's see. Welcome in to Izzy, a new member that came into here as well. He joined up on the pregame show. So thank you, Izzy, once again. Daryl Adams, Connie, or Carrie, if that's what you want to call yourself now. Greg, and I could be wrong on that. I hope I'm not, but I think I'm not. I hope I am, but I think I'm not. Greg, Hines, Thomas, Troy, Brody. I used to have a good friend named Brody back in my high school days. Luca, Paul, welcome in, everybody. Andrew Murphy. What do I think the score is going to be? My guess, and nobody give a guess here because we don't guess in the main live stream. I have 4-2 Toronto, and I've got Galchenyuk getting the first goal. I hope it's not how it turns out, but, that's how I see it going in here. So am I right? This is Connie, right? Hey, Rich J. Shamir, welcome back. Long time no see, man. Yeah, the disco, is it what's the word I'm looking for? Is it distracting? Is it a problem? Is it glaring in the eyes? I don't know. I know it's behind me, but otherwise it's not really fun. So let me know if it's a problem, and I will change the lighting a bit. Otherwise, you're stuck with it, guys. That's how it is. So the game's going to start in about 5 minutes, and we should have a very, hopefully, a really good game. I keep getting, Habs tonight is on. Okay, good time to have a show on when there's a Toronto-Montreal game on. So some love for Hines and Shamir there in the room between each other. Always good. And let's see, I gotta talk. I guess I gotta entertain you guys. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game. From what I can tell, Cole Caulfield will be on the second line with Suzuki and Toffoli. That's what was the lines in practice today from according to John Liu, who's a reporter covering the team. Let's see. Stahl will be on the wing and Evans at center for the fourth line. I don't know who's going to be on the right side because in practice it was Frolik, and I don't know why Frolik would be in the game tonight. So maybe something's up that I didn't hear. Hope Perry had him. Yeah, well, I was it's Perry and Stahl. I was really that was that one for those guys. So let's hope they had lots of beans. Hines says Caulfield with 2 assists. I could put that up there. 2 assists. Nope, that's not what I got. What happened? Oh, there it went. I kind of think there's a good shot Caulfield can get a goal here tonight. I'm hoping for a goal from Caulfield tonight. So we'll see. Paul, his lineup had no Tatar. I didn't notice that. I didn't realize who was missing. So maybe Tatar was having a maintenance day, and that's why Frolik was on the fourth line. And I mean, maybe that's what that was about. That happens when a player, they call it a maintenance day. Looking forward to maybe a physical game tonight. I hope so. I think Montreal, that's one of the things that they can use against Toronto to some extent, is the physical play with Romanov apparently in the lineup tonight. He was in the lineup. He's been called up, I believe, and with Jonathan Drouin taking the leave of absence, it opened up the cap space, so they're not in cap trouble right now. So that's I don't know any more detail than that. So Scorchy, absolutely. My thoughts are with him. I hope he's okay. Doesn't matter what you think of him as a hockey player, as a person. You don't want to see bad things happen to somebody, and I hope everything's fine. If it's not him personally with his family, we're not sure what it is, but yeah, I hope everything's okay. Tatar drank a 40-ounce. Tatar drank a 40-ounce of vodka. He can't play. Yeah, I hope not. Let's see. Yeah, no Merrill. It's going to be Gustafsson and Romanov, third pairing apparently. So, yeah, that should be interesting. I think a little bit more speed there on the back end, and that's going to be good against the Leafs. And a little bit more puck movement on the back end, and that's going to be good against the Leafs. So let's hope that works out. It's going to be interesting to see. Call up Ryan. We're talking about Ryan Poehling. Can't. They've used up their last call up till the playoffs on Romanov. So unless someone gets hurt and they have to have an emergency call up, would be the only reason you'd be able to see Poehling come up here. So, but in the playoffs, that's different. Leafs have been playing physically lately, so yeah, okay. Well, we'll see how that works out then. That's all. But I think it's important to have a physical aspect to this game. Yeah, Hines. Yeah, Romanov and Gustafsson together. Awesome. So the new lights, they're not bothering anybody. Awesome. Absolutely, Luca. Now, for me, prayers don't mean much, but hey, listen, send whatever. So maybe this really is somebody named Carrie. If you are really Carrie, sorry for calling you Connie. Toffoli gets 2 goals. It's a possibility. Let's hope Montreal gets more than 2 goals. Let's put it that way, and not just 2 goals. But Hines, if it was his wrist, they would say then an upper body injury. From the beginning when he was out, they said that it was a non-COVID related illness. So I think if it was an injury, then that's simple. It's a lower body or an upper body, right? So I don't think it's an injury. I don't think that's what it is. I know that his wrist has been bothering him. I've talked about it a couple of times, but I don't think that's what it is here. Yeah, okay. I might be able to do that slow fade. I don't even know what these controls are, and I can't freaking see because I'm blind. How's that? That's real slow. But it's probably easier on the eyes. Oh. Randy, I don't think it's a ploy because you know what? If it was a ploy to get him in the lineup, wasn't Drouin out a few games before Caulfield got in the lineup? So I don't know that that's a ploy for that. Then I don't believe so. I think there's something. It's either family related or personal. It's a personal thing. Had some guy preach anti-vax. Yeah, that's what are you gonna do? Whoops. Well, Okay, we're not going to do that here. Awesome, Ray. Thanks. Good. I'm getting that's good feedback. Yeah, see, exactly. And support. He doesn't need the criticism. That can wait. Morgan, I'm glad. Good. Okay, so I won't ever put those quick flashers. That could be bad for epilepsy. I didn't know that. So yeah. So this got to be much better for you. The lights, no. Okay. Well, that's only one vote, Heinz. Everyone else said yeah so far. Brody, I get that, but not for now. I mean, when he comes back, it's different, but not right now. Yeah, I don't hear it. My sound's off. I don't hear anything. So I can keep my hat on. Drew was ground down by Habs fans. I'm loosely quoting him, but he said he tried to not see the media, but he does, and he is human. And this is something that I believe is what a big part of it is, because when asked by reporters, Phil Deneau said specifically, being a player from Quebec, he understands what it's like, what he's going through, what it's like playing for Montreal. That's paraphrasing, but that's what he said, and that would lead me to believe that quote there, that's probably a lot to do with it. So criticizing him now is kind of really, it's kicking somebody when they're down, and if you feel comfortable kicking somebody when they're down, okay, but I don't. Hey, Habs fan 291. So it's about to start. We got Jack Campbell in net, which is who I thought it would be. Hey, Matt Outdoor. Yeah, but the criticism for his play on the ice might have been causing what the problem is. So, yeah, I'm not going to read that one. Rick, do you think he's going to be out a long time? Yeah, he's going to be. I don't think he's coming back for the rest of the season. Yeah, I mean, he's on the LTIR, so that means a certain amount of time. There's only 3 weeks left, so I think he's gone for the rest of the season. Maybe playoffs he comes back. I don't know, but so we got a game going. So let's check this out. See how we're starting. Montreal's got the puck in their own zone. Can they get it out? That's the big question. Shamir had Campbell's chunky beef soup. Maybe that's a good omen there, Shamir. Yeah, Paul, that's actually a good way to put it. From the hockey standpoint, it's not, it might even help the Canadiens with the cap space and everything. So, yep. I mean, refs killed Cole. He ran right into the ref. His head was down. Wonder what was he looking at? His head was not up. I want to see this again. Yeah, he wasn't looking. And Toffoli got a tripping call. Where was that? Yeah, this is yeah. Well, this isn't going to take long from what I can tell. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see the goal yet, guys. Nylander said, "Don't take penalties." Okay, we lost now. Game over. Okay, everybody. Bye. Have a great night. How did we lose now? Still only 1-0. Most of the game left to play. You think there were going to be no goals scored? Come on. Yeah, Nylander. Hey, Tracks, baby. Long time, buddy. How's it going? Great timing when we just get we get scored on. All right, so we got 18-15 left in this period. 1-0 for Toronto, and I don't know the shots. There can't be too many because they haven't been playing long. Why can't you resub? Resub for what? You can resub. You can always resub. Even if you got unsubbed by accident, it has to be by accident. No, you can just resub. Why not? I hope that's not an omen for he was the puck out of the zone. I just hope it's not omen for tonight. Oh boy, what are they just leaving them? What? Don't take the body, nothing? Just let him skate 3-on-1? What the hell's going on here? Why can't you working on it? The channel? I'm still not sure what you mean. I don't know. I don't know. You're a subscriber, as far as I know. Come on, guys. Let's get something going here. Don't leave Alan out to dry like that, man. Jesus. My dog's going to bark, probably. Maybe not. Yep, she's going to bark. Frolik is out there, 67. He's out there. So I don't know why is Frolik out there. Anybody know? Who else is this? So Tatar is out? Great night. We have a great night. Shots are 1-0 Toronto, yeah. Merrill's on the ice. Hey, Jeremy. Thank you. Yeah, listen, I don't know what the hell's going on then. I'm just totally confused at this point. I know what that calls for. A-Trax, you going to join me for one? Hope you got my email. Did you get my email? That goal got you a free coffee at Tim's. Awesome, Jeremy. At least something good comes out of it, eh? All right. Wow, this is going fast. 15:38 left. One shot in the game so far, and it's 1-0. Awesome, Tracks. Okay, cool. I'll get it after then. No wonder it was tough to get the lineup tonight because it was all over. They didn't know what was going to be the lineup, I guess. I don't know. But Frolik is in there. So I guess Tatar, I mean, wasn't he injured the other day? So maybe he's still sort of iffy. Come on, boys. Get your legs. Cool off the ice. One of these days, Jeremy, one of these days, when things get back to normal. Power play. Oh, okay. Tripping on Jumbo Joe. Mountain Man. Sasquatch. I don't know if you call him Sasquatch or not. I guess they put Merrill instead of Gustafson. Maybe something happened with Gustafson. We don't know. Romanov got somebody in the face. So was that Evans? He knocked Evans down. Hey, Elio, how's it going, buddy? I'm doing good. Hope you are as well. Cole time, power play. There he is on the point. On the half wall, get him the puck. Boom! Gets his shot off, though. Come on, guys. Let's even this up. Give the puck to Caulfield. Let's get a Caulfield goal. If he's there, might as well get it, right? Bad pass. Come on, boys. Nah. Damn it. Minute 15 left in this power play. Why is Stahl on the power play? Good question. Maybe because they don't actually really want to score. I don't know. God damn, he falls. Who was it that fell? Under a minute to go in the power play, 13:07 in the period, 1-0, and it's 3-2 for the shots for Toronto. How they just got a shot, I don't know. Yeah, Stahl's playing left wing on the fourth line. I don't know about on the power play. But I see him out there. And you're right, he's playing on the left side. Come on, guys, do something. Nah, that's... Be a big difference if it was Lindgren in all those games, eh, Mike? Come on, guys. You can get a goal right after the power play. No problem. Just get one. Nobody there, boy. I don't know what I was going to say. It wasn't boy. That's what came out. Pull Campbell. You're up 1-0. Pull Campbell. Why would they pull Campbell? Anyway, still 1-0. Game's not over. A lot of hockey left in this game. A lot of hockey. Cole's getting his shots off. That's one thing I'm happy to see is that he's still getting his shots off. Yeah, he didn't score, but he'll get it. He'll get one. Hopefully tonight. I would like to see that. Yeah, well, they know not to put Riddick in. They want to win this game too. Don't forget, they don't need to win this, but it's Montreal. They want to win this. What's that about coffee? Do I think the call was soft? What, for the Habs power play shot? No. Whoopsie. Yeah, if we ever get anything happening here again, Jeremy, definitely. We'll definitely do a meetup. Oh, excuse me. Shouldn't be yawning. It's only the first period. That's a long break. Hates the new GM. We don't have a new GM. I don't know what you're talking about, a new GM. You're talking about in Vegas. I don't know what's going on there with that. Vegas is doing pretty good. Aren't they in the lead for the President's Trophy right now, Vegas? All right, we're underway. Come on, guys. Keep the pressure on. Keep it in their zone. Bang some fucking bodies around. Okay, you guys. I don't know much about coffee, so I can't get in that conversation. Okay, I guess it's 2-0 then. Great. This is what I was hoping wouldn't happen. God damn it. I turned away and missed it. Hope they show it again. You can talk about hot coffee. I don't care. Oh, here we go. Jesus. He didn't even look at the net and he scored. What the hell's that? Well, this is the game I was hoping wouldn't happen. So far, it's happening. I'm going to be smoking a few tonight to ease the pain. Oy. 11 minutes left. 4-3 are the shots. They've scored on half their shots. It's crazy. Is this going to be the first bad game for Allen? Come on, guys. Get one back. Yeah, Shamir, really, eh? He made that look like effortless. I hate to see that. But you got to acknowledge, I mean, that's just crazy. Maybe one day we'll have a guy like that. Maybe he's on the ice right now with that kind of a shot and that ability to do that. Muscle car guy just went by. Yep. Yeah, every night. Usually between 8 and 9 usually, and it's 8:30 now, so yep, he's right on time. But when did Montreal become a team of turtles, though? I don't get this. They used to be a team with speed. They don't use it anymore or something. Well, let's hope this isn't how the first round goes, but this is a preview a bit of what the first round is going to bring us. Matthews also didn't look afraid out there, so. Let's lull them into a false sense of security. Yeah, let them score 4 or 5 goals before we start scoring some of ours once they really think that it's over. I don't think that's a good game plan. Cole Caulfield is not Matthews yet. If he ever turns into a Matthews, it's not going to be right now. Give him a little time. Patrick, though, they don't know they're making the playoffs because we don't know that. If they play like this for the 9 games, they're not making the playoffs. They got to win some of these games. I realize it's tough against Toronto, but they're going to have to win. some of these games, at least 4 of them, if you ask me. Oh, come back, Jeff. Well, good news is Jeff just tried to get on, so he's back from his call. He looks fine. So that's always good. So if anybody was worried about Jeff, which we all were, I think he's okay. Which he usually is. But, every time I know he's out on a call, I worry about him. Matt, listen, you know what? Very possible, right? Maybe this is their year. I got to say, they're looking hard to beat, man. Moonlight Cyborg, you are right on that. That's got to be something. But even when they were in the lineup, it wasn't much different than this. That's the thing, so... Yeah, Jeff, you see, it's unfortunately he got called away, but you want to come on? Give me a thumbs up if you want to come on. Yeah, Jeremy, he does, and much respect, definitely. There's Jeff back up. Back is
don't need that on.
Hang on, I've got to do something before we can do this. There we go. All right, and we got Shamir. The gang's all here. Wait, hang on a sec, guys. Who's got sound up? Who's got sound up on the game? Who's got the sound up on the game?
Oh, I do. There we go.
Thank you. So how'd it go? Everything okay with false alarm or what?
Just kitchen fire.
Just a kitchen fire? Easy to put out, you mean?
Supper's done.
Supper's
Jeff,
very
Jeff
done.
says that as he's vaping as well. Oh, just a kitchen fire.
Supper was well done. From what I understand, the meat was well done, and yeah. Good to see you're okay and everything's good.
I can smell it from my house. No, that's not a joke.
How far was it from you?
Next street over.
Oh shit! You got there before the trucks. What happens in that? Do you have to go to? What happens with that?
I go to the hall.
You still have to go to the hall, yeah. So yeah, see you left, and it's 2-0. So yeah, Matthew's goal was like he wasn't even. He's like, oh, the puck there, it's in that. It was like effortless, and it was not. It was very demoralizing. So that's what I got to say.
I like that username, Jeff. USA. It's just like Homer Simpson. He would always just keep flashing the lights on the car and say, USA. Well, I mean, how's everybody loving this sense of urgency from our Habs tonight?
Jeff, another gem of a shirt. What are you wearing? Iron Maiden. Ah, okay. Whoops. Yeah, still, we don't. I mean, listen, I've seen they could hold them to 2, but
Ever the optimist.
Yeah, it got to be anyway.
An unelite Matthews and overpaid Nylander, Jeff. I don't think Nylander's. I think he's overpaid slightly, but I don't think he's elite.
Well, Matthews is elite. Nylander, not. Nylander's not elite.
I said Matthews is elite.
And yeah, I think Nylander's 7
34
million.
goals or something this year.
And I think Nylander's 7 million is a bit much.
He's slightly overpaid.
Slightly, not a ton, but I think it's fair to say he's overpaid a little bit. But it could be just spilt milk. Whatever, it is what it is. And I don't know. I don't remember Jeff ever saying Matthews was not an elite player. Did you? I don't remember that.
No, I said. I think he's talking about. I said Mariners and Nylander are just below that.
Right. But you didn't say that about Matthews. I'm quite sure about that.
John Tavares at one time was elite, but
I don't know that he is right now either. But Matthews and Marner, no, Matthews is. Matthews. I think Marner is too. But that's me. Hey, David Arthur, how's it going?
If I had my choice of any of the Leaf players, I'd take Marner.
Get mad at me. I say all Leaf players are not elite. Well, that's not being realistic. Not saying all Leaf players are elite, but Matthews is.
It's hard to get sarcasm on a text.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry. Just trying to catch my breath.
You know what's good for catching your breath?
Oh, yeah.
Vaping. Really, it's fantastic.
That's why I'm doing it.
Sort of like, what's that?
Okay, I'll rephrase that. Just trying to cool off.
Yeah, I know. I get that. I'm just having fun with you. Long commercials, I find here.
Well, it's a national broadcast
national
as
game.
well, and Rogers needs the money.
Rogers needs the money.
Yeah.
Little boy blue. He needed the money. Anybody know that reference? Who did that
What?
joke?
I didn't hear what you
Did it?
said.
Little boy blue. He needed the money.
Blues Brothers?
No. No, really?
I might have
Yeah.
guesses.
See, Jeremy got it. Andrew Dice Clay. Yeah, I know. We're aging ourselves, Jeremy. They're all looking at what? Who?
I'm not an Andrew Dice Clay fan.
Doesn't mean you don't have to be a fan. You could have got the reference.
I'm not. I don't really listen to him.
No?
I liked him when I was like 10 or 11 years old and I wasn't allowed to listen to that stuff, but the appeal went away after I really didn't matter if I listened to him.
When you grow up,
Yeah.
the appeal goes away. It's kind of adolescent humor, but still. Hickory dickory dock. This chick was. I'm not going to go any further than that.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
Everyone knows that one, right? Thanks, Heinz. You know, I couldn't remember how it started, the hickory dickory dock part. So I appreciate that because it was bugging me. Jeff, you're the next GM according to Brad.
No.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. 4:28 left in this period. Let's see, 10-5 shots for Montreal. Wow. Okay. When did that happen? No? So
I
Jeff,
just sat down, so.
What do you think of my lights?
Oh, okay, cool. Are they like strip lights or something?
Yeah. Because they take their clothes off after. That's why. They're called strip lights.
As long as you don't.
You got that right. Oh, boy. Wow. For next GM and coach. No, I don't think so. Not for both. Maybe one, but not the other. But
That doesn't surprise me from Knights fan and Habs fan and number one Cole fan about his recent purchases.
But see, the problem is, I think that's what he wants. I think Roy would love to be GM and coach, and then he could fire himself.
Yep.
And yeah,
He can tell
Well, you
himself, "This is my
definitely-
last game in Montreal."
that's it to himself. Look in the mirror and go, "This is my last game for you."
The only way you could have Waugh as coach and GM is if you installed someone. If Jeff Molson would actually go out and get a hockey ops guy, which I think Sean Burke could do.
Yeah, but Sean Burke
He
just got
needs
hired in
someone.
Pittsburgh.
Waugh would have to have someone
Sean
to
Burke.
answer
Yeah,
to.
Sean Burke. I'm thinking of Brian Burke. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, maybe that's a plan for down the road. That's why one of the reasons they brought Berkey in. He definitely seems like the executive type, doesn't he?
Well, I think he was. I think he was the. Wasn't he the GM for or executive for Hockey Canada?
Could be. Yes, that sounds actually right.
Maybe not for the Olympics, but definitely for a World Cup or something.
Patch is not out there. That's Frolik. He almost
Bring
got away.
Gretzky out of retirement and let him be the executive.
With the executive, yeah, not coach. Gretzky was not really a great coach, right?
Well, he didn't have. It's not like he had a great team.
Yeah, I get it, but I mean, I don't know. He's a good executive, though. He did good with Team Canada. Molson won't get a hockey operations guy until he fires Bergevin, because he can't. You can't bring in a guy like that after Bergevin has been here this long. I don't think that'll work. If you're firing Bergevin, I think then he'll bring in a hockey operations guy.
He never had. Has he had one before?
Nope. Not since Bergevin has been hired. I don't know about the last time. I don't know who the last one would have been. Celine Dion is writing a love song for Montreal. Have you seen pictures of Celine Dion lately?
I try not to.
No.
Like she comes out. She looks like picture I saw. She looks like she came out of a concentration camp. No, I'm not joking. Like skin and bone.
Always been pretty skinny.
Yeah. Then just imagine whatever meat on her body being gone. That's what it looked like to me. Anyway, Celine Dion, Quebec's darling. Got a good voice. I wouldn't put her down. Just I saw a picture of her. I was like, wow. Jeez, if I looked like that, I would not want to be photographed.
Don't be body shaming now, Rick.
Not body shaming. It's okay. So whatever.
I'm joking. I don't
now
care.
next thing you know, I'm canceled after this. Next time you go to one of my videos, this video has been taken off the air due to bad comments by the host.
Anti-Semitic and body shaming.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said an anti-Semitic and comment, and then body shaming.
Is there an anti-Semitic comment here? Is that what you're saying?
No, didn't you say something about? Did you say something about Auschwitz or concentration camps or something?
I said concentration camp.
Yeah.
It's not the only time there's been concentration camps. Sorry.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Sorry. To change the subject, I like the word rondelle.
Rondell.
Yeah, you know what that is?
No.
Puck in French.
Yes. Shamir's got it. Shamir wins the prize. Ding, ding, ding.
Yay!
Yeah, I guess he's watching it on RDS.
No, I usually have it on mute anyway, so.
Yeah, well,
But,
when there's people here with me, I got to have it on mute too. Pop it up. They're 4-6-0 in their last 10 games, which I had up in my thing, but they're averaging 1.8 goals per game in their last 10 games. Their offense is fucking anemic. Right,
everything's terrible. Oh, look, there goes. Is that Caulfield? No, that was Romanoff.
Somebody monitoring me. What happened? 35 seconds left, by the way, in this period.
I saw somebody with a 2 on a jersey skating into the offensive zone, but it was Romanov.
For vegan, so far, they didn't give up any more goals yet in this period, so that's something. Still 2 more periods left. I know. Don't come at me, bro.
Don't tase me, bro.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. Averaging 0 goals tonight. Game's not over. Well, listen, Toronto, I mean, obviously they're going to want to come out here and say, hey, when we meet in the first round, you guys going down. That's what they're trying to do. So,
well,
and Montreal's not being able to mount an attack here at all.
See, Montreal, they think, lose the Leafs and let them think we really suck so that when we play them in the first round, then we'll come out and we'll be really good for 10 minutes and then not play the rest of the game.
Yeah, but listen, to be very honest,
scare them that first 10 minutes of the game.
Is that sarcasm?
I fear that if they lose all 4 games, because they've got 4 games against the Leafs for the rest of the season, right? If they lose all 4, maybe they don't make the playoffs.
I don't think if they lose tonight, I don't think they deserve to.
Well, I was saying if they win tonight, it's going to give me a lot more confidence that they are going to make the playoffs. But you're right. If they lose tonight, and the kind of hockey we're kind of seeing, I'm not what's with them? They can't. They
can't beat playoff teams, and they can't beat bottom feeding teams. So
they're playing rather emotionless. No, am I wrong?
I think it's by design at this point.
They just really have no oomph to their game. That's for sure.
Well, but I don't know. I find they're playing kind of emotionless. I'm not okay. Wait a second. I got to deal with this. Who did I send this to? I sent somebody a link and it came back to me, and I don't know who the hell. Oh, Peter. Well, that's weird. Huh? Well, Peter, if you're out there, I sent you a link and it came back. I will send it again.
Damn right, Caulfield's going to score tonight. I'm a super duper #1 fan. USA.
I had a feeling there's still 2 periods. I have this feeling he will get a goal tonight.
He scores tonight, I'm getting his name tattooed down the side of my neck.
No,
I thought you already had his name tattooed on your rear end, Jeff.
No, I actually want to see it. I want to see it somewhere else. I don't really want to see it, but I want you to put it somewhere. But I don't want to see it there because I don't want to ever have to see that. But on the side of your, oh no, Caulfield. It's too long of a name.
I'd have to put his initials.
Yeah, it's too long of a name. Oh God, we're nuts. Oh yeah, well I didn't mean that kind of nuts. Considering what we're talking about. Okay, let's get back to the people in this chat. Well, okay, Luna, no problem. Enjoy dinner.
Lady next street over's got some dinner ready if you want.
I'm starving. I ate a late lunch, so I didn't eat supper, so I'm gonna eat it after this.
I'm sure it's still on the sidewalk outside.
I don't want it that well done.
Well, if she's also got some beans with the dinner there, maybe she can send some to the Habs player, as Rick had suggested, as some kind of a game meal.
Yeah, no, beans. They obviously they're not skating that fast, so they didn't listen to me.
Oh, that's such a shame. I mean, your videos should be made, required viewing by the team there. I mean, some really nice advice that you're trying to give and they're not listening.
Jeff, they want your address. Jeff lives in Nova Scotia.
123 Fake Street.
Fake Street.
I'm telling you, all you have to do, you get to Nova Scotia, and I think at the airport, if you just start asking about, where Jeff lives, they'll tell you. It's a small community there.
I mean, once you get to Nova Scotia, you just hit your left at Albuquerque, as Bugs Bunny would say.
Hey, 6 to D. It's been a while. How's it going, buddy? Have a feeling Caulfield will score tonight. Yeah, me too. But I mean, how much is it?
I have a feeling, but I might need to go to the bathroom. I'm not sure.
If he scores, number 1 or number 2, we need to know. Rich J says Frolik scores in the second. I'm sure he'd like to.
If we're talking about Caulfield, it's definitely number 2.
Well, whoa.
Oh.
Didn't
Pete's
notice
corner.
Caulfield in the first. He got a nice shot off. He ran right into a ref. Everyone noticed that.
Let me guess, the ref laid him out.
And I think people think he'll score because I want to say because I think he scores a lot everywhere he's been. I think that's why people think he's going to score.
Oh, look, they're showing the replay. Yeah, the ref took him out. He didn't even come up to the ref's
he
elbow.
ran right into him. He ran right into him. No, the ref did nothing but stand there. That was all on Caulfield.
So Caulfield had the momentum, and the referee was standing pretty still, and Caulfield was the one that fell on his ass.
Pablo, look in your spam. I sent you a link. Look in your spam. He got a nice one-timer that I saw on the power play, so there's something. People starting to call Caulfield a bust. I hope not. It'd be damn early to be doing that. You can't do that till at least 3 games, right? Right, guys?
I thought
First
people were
shift.
already doing that after his first shift when he didn't score.
No, come on. 3 games in. And then
I was in this stream the other night. Jesus, he touched the ice, and it was like, I don't know. It was like the Dalai Lama or the Pope came through town all of a sudden. Everybody was praising and going on.
Well, I mean, Jeff has already put hashtag Cole Caulfield is a bus. He's just waiting to push the send button.
okay.
USA, because Caulfield's our American hero.
USA.
US. I mean, appropriate colors here. Habs colors, American colors.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Lucas says bust after 2 games. Do we remember Bug Eye Wallace that Prust say to Ottawa coach Paul McLean? It's so funny. That coach now a coach for Maple Leafs. No, I don't remember that. Who's Bug Eye Wallace? Anybody?
No idea.
No idea.
I don't know.
I hope he lives up to the hype too, but
is he one of these,
hope
members from Habs Tonight or something? Bug Eye Wallace.
Oh, no. It got to be must have been a player. I never heard of a player whose nickname was Bug Eye Wallace. Does anybody know that? What Nice Fan is saying here? I don't know. His head was down, or he was looking at. I think he was looking at his wing or center or something, and he ran right into the ref. It could happen to anybody. Bug Eye Wallace is probably Sheldon Keefe. I've never heard of that before. Why? He doesn't have glasses. Wouldn't it be somebody like us three? We're all three here sitting here with glasses, right? Somebody with glasses, you might say Bug Eye, but why would you call that to Sheldon Keefe? He doesn't wear glasses. Bug Eye was the Sens coach.
is he talking about Paul McLean?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Who's Bug Eye Wallace? Yeah.
Bug Eye Wallace sounds like a
You're
pirate.
right. Ottawa coach Paul McLean. What's this about him being a Bug Eye? What's that? Hey?
I lost this whole conversation. I don't know what we're talking
I have
about.
no idea.
We're talking about Bug Eye Wallace, boys. What's wrong with you?
I don't follow the Sens. I mean, we obviously have a lot of Sens fans in the room here.
It's the
I
Sens
wouldn't know.
coach, apparently. Paul McLean. Okay. So Paul McLean is Bug-Eye Walrus. Wallace. He looks like a walrus. Does he? So maybe that's who the
Windsor
Beatles
claims that.
wrote about. I am the walrus. It was Paul McLean.
Well, I do remember the whole walrus mustache thing
Was that him?
being associated with Paul McLean.
Was it Paul McLean? I know there was a coach that had that kind of a mustache. They call him. Is that his nickname, the Walrus? Wasn't there a coach, or there is a coach? That's his nickname. I thought that was like. I thought it was kind of like Bruce Boudreau or someone like that. Someone like that.
I think it might have been Paul McLean.
I guess I don't know what he looks like. I can't put a face.
I do remember the walrus.
For some reason, I can't
associated with him.
I can't put a face to his name for some reason. I know who he is and all that, but the face isn't coming to me. So maybe that's who it is. Bug-Eye Wallace is DJ Smith, apparently. All right.
I'm guessing Elliot Freeman didn't watch the other games because they're not playing any different than they did. Actually, I can't say anything. I don't know. I didn't see the first period pretty much. So,
hang on a second. I'm sending it again, Pablo. Pablo with a B. Sent it again. That's the best I can do. All right. Yes, it's pure. Okay. I have no idea. So yeah. So why are you guys so quiet? What's up?
Well, I guess we've just exhausted the topic of the Habs. It just seems like same shit, different day.
Yeah, but we had some entertaining to do.
Yes.
So
I mean, it was just so nice that you started off, the conversation with your preview video talking about beans and farts and how that's going to propel, hoping to propel the team. And then we got onto the topic about balls and where Cole Caulfield tattoos might end up on one's body. And when we get on to...
I think that's where we veered off in the wrong direction, though. Am I wrong there? I think we might have veered off in the wrong direction.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something to talk about. So if anybody wants to ask a question, I'd appreciate that. I sent out a couple of links. It seems they're not going out. I don't know why. So we'll have to see what happens with that. I don't know. Harry Rice is probably in with John because Harry is one of John's mods. He's one of mine too, but I mean, he was with John way before me. So obviously, I think that's where he is.
I don't know what's up with Harry. I think he would at least come in and pop in there. He hasn't been around a lot lately.
Whoa, man, I can't see. All right.
Root beer for me, Corey.
Change the lighting.
Coldstream Twister.
What's that?
I'm having a Coldstream Twister.
Oh, I thought you said something about Cole being a twister. And I was like, what? Cole's playing twister? What? Question. Who do you want to see Habs lose to the Kraken?
Anybody the Kraken want to take?
Oh, I wouldn't say anybody.
I'm sure there are people that have said plenty of times that's just like they're not going to shed a tear if Carey Price is somehow picked up.
Well, okay, but I'm going to go with Shea Weber.
Well, I mean, yeah, because you don't even have to protect him.
That's why
because he doesn't have a no movement clause.
I just think that it would be the best thing. But they're going to protect him. They're going to protect him.
as a free agent.
You can't. Yeah, free agents do not. You actually are not allowed to protect free agents, so they're not eligible. That's what I meant. Free agents are not eligible to be picked.
Well, it
So-
seemed
Because
like
they're
going
free
into
agents. They're not on the team. Once the season ends, they're not on the team.
well, it seemed like the consensus was starting to be around Mete during the off season, but that's really a non-issue now.
Yeah, Mete. And by the way, Evans has to be protected. That and KK have to be protected. I saw a bit of a list, and Evans has to be protected. So I think Evans is on your list to protect. KK Suzuki does not have to be protected. I think you're protecting Anderson and Toffoli. That's 4. Who are the other 3 skaters? Anybody got an idea? Gallagher. Who's the other 2? Anybody out there?
Anyone? Bueller?
On defense, who do you think they protect on defense? Romanov does not have to be protected, so keep that in mind. Gustafson and Merrill will be free agents, so they are not eligible to be protected. And that leaves, what do you think? Weber, Sherrod, Edmondson. Who am I missing? Somebody I'm missing? Petrie.
I'm not.
Petrie.
Petrie.
I don't care. I don't care who gets taken, to be honest with you. I don't think it's going to really help or hurt them.
I think it's Petrie, Weber, and of Sherrod or Edmondson. Who do you think they protect? Jeff, it doesn't matter if you care. It's not what I'm asking, though. I'm asking who do you think they protect?
Edmondson.
I wouldn't protect anyone. I'd put the whole team on.
I agree with Shamir. That's who I would protect Edmondson over Sherrod. I think Edmondson brings you a little more than Sherrod does. They're basically otherwise the same player, and Edmondson takes a lot less penalties, and he can fight.
Yeah, I mean, Sherrod's been a little frustrating to watch this year.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I think I've said it. I would protect Edmondson over, but it's going to be Petrie and Weber and one of those two guys. Yeah, because like I said, Romanov does not have to be protected. Kulak, they might, but I think the fact that Kulak's sitting right now like this, I wonder if they're going to protect him. Kulak could be the guy that gets taken. What do you guys think?
Well, if somebody's sitting up in the press box a lot, I mean, like, why? Yeah, at the end of the day, why would you protect them?
No, but what do you think? You think Kulak could be the guy that they take? Kind of makes
after Mete was taken, I think that Kulak was starting to look like next man up in terms of most likely to be taken.
Because when you think about it on forward side, there's not going to be a lot of choice once they make their, like, whoever they're protecting. There's not going to be much after that that's worth thinking. I think it's on defense that we're going to lose somebody.
I think if you were smart, you would say, hey, Seattle, how about you take Paul Byron or you take Jonathan Drouin and we'll throw in a pick depending on what you like, which player you take. That pick will be higher.
But Seattle's, I think, already let it be known that if you want them, because I think they're allowed 10 of those kind of deals, right? Where you can make a deal with them and they'll pick, whoever you guys agree on, right? But they're looking for a first round draft pick for that, and maybe a prospect too. That's a lot.
They're not going to get that. They can ask for the moon. That doesn't mean they're going to get it.
Well, yeah, but Vegas did. Vegas did get that?
Yeah, but now everybody knows how that worked, and Seattle's not going to have as easy a time doing that to teams as Vegas did.
It doesn't matter that's neither here nor there with what we're talking about, because you're saying that, but that's what they're asking for. So if you want them to take a Drouin or Byron, you're going to have to give them a first round pick. That's a lot.
The way Montreal drafts? No, it's not.
No, listen, I was about to say, the only thing is I really want to see Jake Allen stay. So I think it might be worth it for them to really.
Here's a I don't know if we call it a hot take, but I know one thing. I'm kind of annoyed that we're going to make the playoffs and we suck this bad, and we're going to get screwed out of a good draft pick and get put out in the first round. Because if this was a normal season, we would be like 20th in the league right now. We'd have a pretty good draft pick.
Game's back underway. Just to let you know, you guys can stick around if you want. Don't worry about that. But the game's back underway.
Well, I mean, even if we did get a good, draft pick, wouldn't you be worried, Jeff? Because I know you were saying recently that Montreal has recent history just in terms of asset management, especially especially in terms of the discussion over players like Mete and Juleson. I mean, do you think that would really matter, where we draft? Since I know you've, made your feelings known on, and all that.
I'm just pretty disillusioned with this team now. Like, they haven't really done much in the last week to make me feel confident on anything they're doing.
Okay, so this is weird because the Athletic predicts Armia, but Armia is not eligible. He's a UFA, so Armia is not eligible to be picked by Seattle.
Unless they re-sign him.
Unless they re-sign him, he's not eligible to be picked. So that's weird.
Do you think Seattle would take Jake Allen?
I think they would. I
think they would. Now, this is something. If Vegas got those picks, no problem. I think with the cap, Seattle will too. I think so too. I agree with Paul here. I think Seattle will get what they're asking for, or they won't make the deal. Plain and simple, right?
But what's the point of say, oh, we want you to take this player instead of this player, and we're going to give you a prospect and a first-round pick so you don't take this player? Like, obviously you're going to – yeah, but why would – I wouldn't – I'd be like, whatever, take the guy then. You want him that bad, take him, go ahead. I'm not giving up more assets to keep – like, it's not like you're talking about your best player. You're protecting your best players. You're talking about the guys at the bottom of your roster that you can't pick, but you think there's a little bit of a difference between this guy and this guy.
I kind of disagree in that for some teams, that 7-3-1 or 8-1 is going to be tight for them to pick, to protect. I think they're going to have to.
I'm talking about, but for us, like.
Yeah,
we're talking about the difference between Lehkonen and Byron. Like, whatever. I'm not giving you a first round pick and a prospect.
The only one I don't like. I think it'll be for me. It's just Allen. If they take Allen, I think that affects the team. If anybody else, I agree with you. I think it'll be fine. So
I'm not worried about them taking Allen. If they take him, they take him. He's a backup goalie.
I am, but there are other options for them, and it's kind of a roll of the dice, but I kind of am. Anyway, it says 17:35 left in this period. 13-12 to 9 are the shots. It's still 2-0. I have no sense of this period at all. Let's see what's happening. They're in Montreal zone. Cycling the puck a bit. Behind the net. Fighting for it. KK comes up with it. And he gets it out. Come on, get in there. Bang some bodies. Izzy is saying Seattle can sign a UFA and it will count as their pick.
That's fine. Go for it.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard that. I know they can sign UFAs. That's not a problem. But I didn't know that that would
Why
count.
Would it count? They're UFAs.
I don't get that. It doesn't kind of make sense to me. He's a UFA. A UFA is a UFA. I don't see
RFA. I could see that a restricted free agent that you didn't offer your contract or you offered a qualifying offer to. I could see that maybe counting if they offered a bigger contract and like offer sheeted them. I don't understand.
Doesn't make sense.
I don't really know how it works because I don't really.
That's the problem. It's kind of confusing. So it's possible that is how it is, but I haven't heard that, so it's kind of I don't know.
Like to me, it doesn't really matter because every team's in the same boat. They're going to pick a team player from pretty much the best players that they can get, and they're guaranteed to get a better team. Like Seattle will come out next year and have a better team than Montreal has.
More than likely.
I mean, they deserve it. They paid $600 million for their team.
650 million, I think.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, they should have a competitive team.
Okay, maybe it's not so bad. I thought that was a 4 on.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah, the UFA can be selected, but it'd be dumb to do that.
Not from what
a
I
week or
read
two
today.
to negotiate.
No, see, from what I read today, and I don't know, maybe that's wrong, but from what I read today, no. They're not eligible to be picked.
No, I'm just reading this comment here.
A UFA can be signed as a UFA, but you can't pick him.
But is the expansion draft before free agency starts, though?
Yes.
So it'd be kind of like the same. So that's what it is. They can select one of our
not what I read
UFAs.
Today, that's not what I read today, though. That's the thing. So, like I said, it could be wrong, but it's not what I read today. I should have saved it and put it up. I didn't think about that. But hey, if that's the case, that's the case. I mean, you know, they can be picked. And
I'm not worried about. There's nobody on this team that I'm worried about losing. That's not going to be protected.
Well, like I said, my only guy I don't want to lose is Allen. Jesus, come on, guys. Well, I guess it's a power play, so I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. Can you use your phone? It depends. You have to be on a Chrome or a Firefox browser. So I imagine you can on Chrome or Firefox on your phone. How many players Montreal has drafted in the last 15 years that are even in the NHL? I don't know the answer to that. Not a ton, because they didn't develop for like 5-6 years.
Well, Brad's concerned about you, Jeff. He's commenting on you seem really down.
Jeff was a long week.
And Jeff was just at a fire. He could be tired of it too.
Well, on the bright side, we're on the right side of hump.
I didn't do much at the fire. Just stood around in my gear. Well,
yeah, still carrying
the place.
It's what, 100 pounds of gear, isn't it?
Yeah, more than that, I guess.
You're walking around with 150 pounds on your back, so that's something.
It's not that I'm down. I'm at the point like you lose this game tonight, like. Do we really believe that they can flip a switch and be this amazing team in the playoffs? Like, other than Galley coming back and Price coming back, what really is going to change?
Well, it's just that it's the playoffs. I mean, anything can happen, right? Anything can happen, right? A team comes out flat. Toronto could come out flat.
I've seen someone make a comment earlier that said, "Oh, it's because they know they made the playoffs. They don't have to try as hard." Well, 3-0. The Leafs know they're in the playoffs too. They're still trying.
Jeremy, you have to send me an email to the email address in the description, and then I can send you the link from there. That's how it works. The only way.
Ugh.
No.
Oh, yeah. Petrie flecked that into his own. Oh, Merrill did. Deflect that right into his own net. That sucks. Ugh.
I didn't see it. Let me see. Oh, shit.
Price, McDonough, Patre, Subban. So Price and...
Price, McDonough, Pacioretty, Subban, Galchenyuk, Bolya, Sergachev, Montreal draft picks.
I'm not worried about any of those. Well, Price is the best of all of them, and
they all made it. Those.
Yeah, but I mean, like, none of those guys are like superstars. Like, I'm not worried about losing them. I mean, it sucked to lose some of them in the trades that we lost them in, but
hey, Philip DiRenzo.
McDonough had a great long career. Pacioretty was his welcome was wore out in Montreal, so he did well when he was his first few years. Subban has been pretty.
Oh, this is something I didn't hear.
Montreal
this.
got his best years.
Have you guys heard about this? This is nothing I heard about. Anybody else here that Weber refused career-ending surgery with his foot and returned quickly, but is in real pain? Guy has a big heart. Is that what we said? We've been saying something's wrong with him. Something is wrong.
No.
So, think Weber retires next year?
No. Depends. I could see him maybe retiring or asking to leave Montreal if we go into rebuild mode. But if they continue to try to add to this team to be a playoff team, then I think he'll stay. But I don't think he wants to be around for a rebuild.
But if he's in that kind of pain and the surgery is career ending, I don't know.
He did it last year. He's doing it this year. So
yeah, but he doesn't look good this year. I mean, there's something wrong with him. He's got a good game here and there, but in general, he looks like something's wrong with him. And then I guess that's what it is. Is he helping by being here like that? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think that Weber's name came up in terms of giving us some cap relief and putting, somebody on the LTIR, because this issue of whether or not Weber, what's up with him? Is he injured? Like when we were discussing how to clear up cap space, I think that his name did come up, and it's just maybe that was an option with him.
How was that a terrible play by Merrill? The puck hit his stick and deflected. I don't think he deflected it on purpose. What would you guys say?
No, I don't know. I'm not. I don't think the guy's great. I don't think he's horrible. Let's watch it again. Yeah, he did kind of wave a stick at it.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, he didn't try to deflect it in. I don't say that's a horrible play.
Well, I think with Greg's comment, I don't think a lot of players have had it easy in Montreal. That's for sure. As much as I like Weber.
Yeah, I don't think they're lucky. They're creating their own luck, so I don't know that that's lucky.
Yeah, it's not like, this kind of game, Montreal is just not really doing anything. I'd say, maybe Toronto or whomever gets lucky if it's one of these, if Montreal's giving it their all and, the other team is just getting the bounces, their way. But this is just really a one-sided, this is not even much of an effort that the other team's even putting up.
I guess I got it wrong with the stick. I don't know. What do you want him to do? Walk a stick like that? I mean, I don't know. His stick could have been away, and the puck could have hit his stick just the same, is what I'm saying. Right?
Do we bring back Subban after his contract ends in 2022? Don't really want him back.
Where's that one?
One of Greg's comments there.
Yeah, V for vegan. I don't think it really matters either. Like,
doesn't matter about what.
It's not like there's a huge margin between most of these players. Like, the big superstar ad that could really do anything as that we're hoping for is Caulfield, and we'll see if it happens. I mean, Toffoli and Anderson have really stepped it up this year, and they were great ads. And Jake Evans, who I think has probably been one of the most consistent players all season, especially with his limited role. You can't say anything about him. I wasn't expecting Jake Evans to come in and score 20 goals this year, but
I guess I got that comment about Merrill wrong.
I mean, his stick was in the way, but
I'm saying his stick could have been in the way, even if he was holding it over his head. I mean, right? It could have. That's all I'm saying. But you're right. I guess that to say that I don't know that he knew that's what was going to happen. I don't know. Hockey 101, D-Man, give your goalie a clear view of shots from the point. Well, this I know. That part I know. His stick isn't blocking his view, though. So that's not a problem. Him being there maybe was the problem, but I know that. Anyway, I'm not going to argue the point. I said I could have been wrong on that. I'm a big man to say that.
It's a team sport. You can't.
Come on, all my good jokes going over everybody's head.
It is a team sport, but at the same time, it's a star-driven league, and
it is. You know what?
Is.
You know, this is something like, not that in my day it wasn't star players, but it was more of a team thing, and you could get away with it but now it is a very star-driven team, and if you don't have one on your team, you're fucked. It seems to be how it is, and as much as I was arguing against it, it's true. We need one of those. We need a guy who can put a puck in the net the way Matthews does.
We have 3 potential guys that could do that right now.
Yep.
I mean, we know Gallagher's not going to get better, right? Like, so
no.
he's not.
Gallagher,
the answer is not in the guys that have been here. The answer is in the guys that just got here or are going to be here.
Yeah.
In the future, and
no, the only guy with that potential of a Matthews with the shot and all that's Caulfield. There's no doubt. But
I mean,
he's got to develop a little more.
That's a couple years away.
Exactly. So it is what it is. We don't have that star guy. I don't know. There's no answer. Patience is the answer.
Viva Vega. I won't be upset if they make the playoffs, because playoff hockey is just, it's way more. It's Montreal in the playoffs is like World Juniors at Christmas for me. Like, it's my favorite hockey. There's just something special about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want to back into the playoffs. Oh, here we got a breakaway by Armia and stopped by Campbell.
I have seen teams...
I don't want to back into the playoffs and get swept. Like, that's just gonna.
Wow, what do you want them to do? Blow it and come out 5th and not? What do you want them to do? This is where they are. They're gonna make the playoffs more than likely, and they're gonna do their best.
Well, I mean, who knows? I mean, when expectations are really low, I mean, that's when they tend to surprise us as well. Like like the RTP. I mean, they just got in by a smidgen of a percentage point.
They don't do it every time, but I'm telling you, in my 50 years, I've seen them do it a lot of times. So that's why I say there's still hope in that. But it doesn't look like it going in. I agree with that. But I've still seen many years it doesn't look like they're going to do anything, and they do something, So
I'm kind of on the, if they don't make the playoffs this year, then I wouldn't mind seeing them blow it up.
Yeah, I don't want to see them blow it up completely. That's my problem. I guess that's still my problem.
Well, the argument always is for blowing it up. Oh, the fans won't put up with losing. What have we done for the past 6 years? Like, what's the difference? Molson didn't get in the playoffs a bunch of times. Like, you might blow it up and have a catch lightning in a bottle with a young team, inexperienced with the youth and just pure excitement, and make the playoffs 1 or so years out of that 5-year rebuild time, right? Like,
I say, if you blow it up and get rid of the vets and bring in, have the kids, don't get rid of our kids that are here that are good. But I can see them.
That's not what you do. Yeah. But you decide whether some of these kids are actually what you want moving forward.
Yeah, I can see that happening, and I'm okay with whatever they do that way. If they decide to do that, I'm okay with that.
Like what's crazy is like I said earlier, Seattle's going to come into this league next year, and as long as they get half decent coaching and a team that buys in, they're going to be just as talented as Montreal is right now because they're going to get good players. Like they're going to have 4 lines, they're going to have 2 half decent goalies, right? Like they're going to have above average team right off the hop, and
Listen, you know, when I was young, I was still an adult, but I saw the Edmonton Oilers amass a team that lost a lot, and then they started to win, and they put together one of the greatest teams in the NHL history. And sometimes that's what you do. You put a bunch of good, talented kids together, and you have patience with them. And the Islanders, right? Look at the Islanders. Exactly.
It was like the Islanders did it, and then they passed the torch. They passed the torch to the Oilers, right?
Yep, that's what you got to do, and I don't disagree with that. And we have some of the we have the makings of that possibility, right? With a lot of the kids coming up, and if you go with the kids, it might take 3, 4, 5 years, but you'll get there if they're the right talented kids,
and if they're developed properly.
But the other problem is you could end up like Buffalo.
You
could end up like the Leafs for a bunch of years. You could end up where you don't get improvement and you pick the wrong players and it just takes even longer to get there. That's the fear. I don't think Montreal would allow that to happen, but I mean, the Leafs have just as much resources as the Habs do, and I mean, it didn't help them much.
Listen, I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't. It's not nearly
all
as
I know
easy.
Is if it's time to blow it up, they need to hire. I don't allow Bergevin to make those trades.
Why?
Like you just can't. Like if you're blowing it up, you can't allow the guy that.
But what's he done
to try?
But wait, what's he done in the trade market that says that he's not capable to make good trades though?
Yeah, but why would you if you're blowing it up, why would you? I'm not giving him another 10 years. There's no way.
I'm just saying.
You blow it up, you're getting rid of everyone. Everyone's going.
Yeah, no, listen, I'm just debating you, and you're probably right. If they're blowing it up, Bergevin's gone, coach is gone, new guy comes in, picks his.
You know what? I would if I'm blowing it up, I would get rid of Bergevin. I might keep Ducharme and let him develop and gain experience with a young team.
Only if the new guy says, "Yeah, that's my guy." Otherwise, no. You bring in a new guy. You bring in the GM's guy. That that happens.
Yeah, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind. Like, it depends on what you're bringing that new GM in to do. If you're bringing that GM in to field a crappy team, then
don't know hype. Luna,
thank you, Luna. Thank you so much. Did I get it? No, I can't even get it. The chat goes. My offering to the hockey gods. Thanks, Luna. I really appreciate that. So some Luna hype and some don't know hype. Thank you so much, Luna.
Well, I mean, Jeff, in terms of Ducharme being kept on in this hypothetical scenario here, what do you how do you feel about the criticism that's really been out there in terms of Ducharme, he was just part of the old regime and we're just seeing a continuation of that right now. How would you respond to, that criticism there?
I don't completely believe that. I feel like it's an unpopular thing and I don't know for sure, but I just feel like the players want to play a certain way and they're dictating how, not the coaches, because I don't really see a big difference between how this team played from Therrien to Julian to Ducharme.
Yeah. Well, now, if that's the case, then blowing it up might be absolutely necessary to move players out that are doing this, right?
And if Ducharme's really this bad, I don't mind having him for a rebuild because it helps you get a better spot in the lottery, hopefully, for a few years.
Hey, we got a Leafs fan in here that just I don't know it. Slinksy YT, thank you. Some Slinksy YT hype and some Donald hype. Thanks. I
Nice
appreciate
fan
that
has
from a Leafs fan.
Nice
Thank
fan, followed through on his thread and decided to switch sides here.
No, he's not switching sides, and we don't require that here. All we require is that we treat each other well.
Yeah.
So welcome in. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. It's really nice of you. That's all we require. We treat each other with respect. 5:25.
I would love law.
Period. Eh?
I think if you're going to keep this team together and try and give one more kick at the can and do some things in the offseason, I love the idea of bringing Law in. I love it.
I know you do. Some Jeremy hype. Jeremy hype. I don't know hype. I want the sticker. I don't.
Do you think that?
It's a black
do you think
cat.
that?
Thank you, Jeremy.
Like, do you think that Bergevin or whomever gets to make the decisions in the off season? Do you think that if they, like, let's say they don't blow it up, but do you think that that they would have much flexibility in terms of making moves because they're at the cap right now, and you still have to give raises to certain people that actually belong in this team, long term here as well. So especially in this flat cap era, it's are you really going to have much? Can you really do much to improve this team?
Well,
like,
if Weber,
new addition,
if Weber maybe has a year off,
because the big two there taking up to $20 million there. That's
if Weber
big
takes
problem is.
Off? What if Weber says, I need a year off, I got to whatever. And then somehow removing Weber's money would make a huge difference for that.
Well, because two guys with $20 million on the, cap hit there, that's really a big problem.
Yeah, no, it's something they got to address.
Nothing's going to change as long as they're still on the books.
Why would we have to trade Toffoli and Anderson? They're under contract. Unless you mean to blow it up. Yeah, like, they decide they're blowing it up, they blow it up. Like, I'm not going to be worried about anything. Whatever they do is fine with me. If they come out and say we're complete rebuild, fine. Whatever they do, I'm not going to be upset about. But if they decide they want to go 1 or 2 more years with this core players and they're going to continue, I say, in my opinion, I wouldn't mind seeing someone like Waugh come in who's full of fire, full of just temper, and maybe that would light a fire under this team. I don't think I think he'd be like Mike Keenan when he was in the league. You bring him in when you got a team that's not playing up to potential, and he kicks them in the ass for a year or two, and then they kind of take off, but it gets old quick. Hey, we just scored 3-1. I don't know who it was, though.
Who clapped?
No, that's Laley.
Oh, Lady's there.
I thought that was going to be a Weber clap.
No, she's upstairs.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the goal yet.
CC is flying.
Hang on a sec. Let me see the goal. Oh,
Man,
a Suzuki snipe.
Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, that was a nice snipe right over the blocker.
Yeah, that was a Suzuki snipe. Does Caulfield get an assist? Then we can say we saw his first point. That's historic. There's a reason to be excited.
Yay. CC
I don't know.
hype,
Doesn't look like
case.
Can we go back to that comment back there? What was it? Let's be positive.
one?
CC is flying. CC is flying. Like, what is it? What am I not seeing that everybody else is seeing? I don't see him. He had a few shots on goal. 2 of them were bad angle, and it's the first game that I don't really think he had much of a chance of scoring on. He doesn't look slow. He doesn't look fast. Like, I thought he basically had zero effect on that game. So for us to be sitting here hyping him for the hype that we're giving him the first game, like I was like, man, like, was he terrible? No, he was just fine. Like, but I don't know where all the hype was coming from.
There's hype right in that, just that he's fine. That's what I'm looking for. Is he an NHL player? He'll get the scoring and all that will come. Is he an NHL player first? And he is. That's what's
I think
important.
they would have been better served in that game to have Byron in it, though. Like, anyway,
Petrie and Edmondson.
I thought the commentary on Caulfield's first game was just. I thought it was a lot of reaching. Like, oh, look at that, he can skate. Well, I hope so.
No, I wasn't like that. I was not like that.
Not just you. I'm talking about like the media, fans.
Oh no,
like,
for me, I was just looking at he got his shots off.
Basically, a lot of YouTube, a lot of Facebook group, everything. It was just like, man, like he just looked okay. Like he did fine. Like, why are we going on like it was the greatest?
No, I didn't.
People were treating Caulfield's first game as if he went out there like Palig's first game, and I'm like,
I know. I didn't even talk about Caulfield in my preview because there's nothing to talk about. He's just he's one of the players. I'm not overhyping him. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to. And yeah, but I know what you mean. There's a lot of hype. But he's looking like an NHL player. That's what I wanted to see. He's not disappointing that way.
I'm not sour. I just, man, like
sour.
Just
Who said you're sour?
Back it down some, like guys, like. Oh, good. You got no assist for Coffee? Oh.
No, Petrie and Edmondson with the assist. Well, let's get another one before the period ends. Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, calm down, Knights fan. You'll get your wish. Maybe Bergevin will be fired.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we know who you are.
Come on, guys. Show some fucking life. The scouting report was that CC was not a that good of a skater, but he's better than Perry and stuff. He's actually not. No, I don't know. He's supposed to be fast. He is. He's improved his skating, his defensive play, his playmaking. He's been working on that, and from all accounts, he's. I like his. I like his vision. I like his hockey IQ. I'm seeing that. So.
That's just your opinion, Patrick. We don't know that. I didn't see anything that made me think this kid's going to be a superstar in his very first game. Like everybody's going, oh, I know he's going to do this. I know. No, nobody knows that.
Nobody knows.
Like
that's why I just wanted him to be an NHL player.
Like I said, he didn't look awful to me.
Oh, really?
Like, he played fine.
Oh, she can't hear me.
Oh, she can't. Rick said hi.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I just wanted him to be an NHL player first. That he fit there, and he does. I
wanted him to be an AHL player first.
We've got a Leafs fan saying that Cole is a bust coming from a Leafs fan. Okay.
Well, Leafs fan for the last 5 minutes or so.
Yeah. Jeff, look at what?
Look at what? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly. Don't just let him play. He's an NHL player. Let him play on the team. He'll get it. He'll get his footing, and he'll be just fine.
How
come I can't hear the TV?
Is that turned down?
Hi.
Night.
A minute 30 left in this period. It's 3-1 Toronto. 24-16 are the shots for Montreal. See, Chris says, for the record, Bergevin has been great. Remember, he got us out from under the contracts of Gomez, Giunta, Hammerlick, Spacek. I like our team. We can win. He made us better. He definitely made us better. But that doesn't mean he made us into a champion.
I don't know what's better.
What's the HYOE? I'm not sure what that means. On Cole he's a pure goal scorer, scored more than Matthews in U.S. development. It will take him 5 years, like Matthews is 5 years in. Well, that's pretty accurate. I mean, Cole Caulfield will be who he's going to be within the next 5 years. In his first few games, he's not. Greg, it doesn't look like there's playoffs for the AHL.
If there's no playoffs, then I guess everybody just gets a participation trophy, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, right. There's more to a hockey game than the 45 seconds a player has the puck in an entire game. I'm noticing that Cole is skating hard off the puck, getting in great positions and making great reads. That's right. That's exactly. He's an NHL player. Once he gets his feet, he'll start scoring. I think that's just how it is, right? But he's proven that, you know what, he's not looking at a place yet far.
And, that's a perfect, that's fine. That's great that he did those things. But did doing that deserve all the hype that people were giving him after his first game? I'm thinking,
no, that's why I didn't do the hype.
He played fine. I'm not taking that. He did great. He did okay. Like, great. That's perfect. Something to build on.
Yep.
That's
all you want to see. I was
really expecting him to score a goal this first game. I was expecting him to score a goal because I knew he was going to get a ton of power play opportunity.
Well, they had to have.
So I was expecting him to. What?
If they had a ton of power plays, they had 3.
He had 3 shifts on the power. Well, I think he only had 2.5 shifts on the power play. Really?
Yeah, they didn't have him in on the 5-on-3.
Yeah, because he was out there for the 5-on-4, and then the 5-on-3 came, and he was already out there for a few minutes, like a shift.
Derek heard yesterday on Hockey Central at noon that there are no AHL playoffs this year. So it was up in the air, and they had to make a decision. I don't see it happening. So, yep, everybody gets a trophy. Chris wants to hear what Shamir thinks of Bergevin's status.
Well, I really think that if we make the playoffs and if we make it past the first round, I think
all good.
All good, yes. But if we either don't make the playoffs or we get swept in the first round, I think that Bergevin is definitely on the hot seat, especially after convincing Jeff Molson to spend to the cap during the offseason.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think the guy that brought in a lot of these good players that we're talking about, and he's made a lot of good moves. I don't know if that's the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the guy that should get fired.
I think the only thing that really saves them, if they don't make the playoffs or they lose bad in the first round, is that the fact that it's hard to replace him, and just the type of setup this season was.
I thought there was more there. Sorry. Hey, Luna, what did you think of that second period?
There's a nice pushback there.
It was
the offensive quite a bit more than we were in the first, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully that'll continue into the third. They're going to need to.
Yes.
So, given that, chances for them to come back in this game, in your opinion? We'll save Jeff for last.
Listen, I never say die, so yes, they can absolutely 100% come back.
Shamir.
Well, there's still 20 minutes left, so definitely there is a chance, but they really need to continue this pushback and not just wilt, for the last 20 minutes, because we've seen that the Habs, they tend to only push back a little bit or when it's too little, too late, and they need to really push for 20 minutes and really really start putting some more pucks in the back of the net now.
Yeah, Jeff.
I'm just going to go by their goals average over the last few games, which is 1.8.
Yeah.
I think they had the opportunity to make a game of it. I don't know if they can come all the way back.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. If they don't, I think it's like you guys are saying, Luna and Shamir, if they don't come out with some pushback here and play that from the drop of the puck, show that they want this game, yeah, I don't see them coming back. But if they do that, yeah, I mean, then there's a chance, of course.
Can we put Paul's comment up there? Because that's exactly how I feel. Exactly.
This one?
Yeah.
It's actually
I don't
very
care what it
simple.
takes.
Habs fans want success. What's the best way to achieve that? Fire MB. Okay, who takes his place? Matthew Darche, Roy, Carbonneau. What's the plan?
I don't care who. But why continue down the same road? Like, the guy's been here for 10 years. They had some playoff success, and they've had a pretty crappy run for the last few seasons. It's like, at some point, someone pays the price. Like, every one of these guys are hired to be fired. That's the life of a GM and a coach in the NHL, in any sport. You're hired to be fired at some point.
Yeah.
Who they bring in, does it matter? It doesn't really matter. Like,
Well,
it matters yes, it matters because, but what has Bergevin done that's so special and great? Because I'm a Bergie fan. I thought what he did this year was great. I thought he did the last few seasons was great. I was never on this fire Bergevin thing, but at some point after 9 seasons, it's time to move on. It's time to move on, right? Like,
no, of course. I mean, he's not going to be here for the rest of his life. So,
Well, I mean, yeah, because the GMs
Especially
are just going
if
to
they're
be
winning.
because the GMs are just going to be handicapped by the same things that, which is why you really can't attract a top player that can really make the difference.
He has to speak French too, right?
Yeah,
that's
the
something,
language, the taxes, just a lot of people just don't seem
weather.
to handle. They just don't seem to, they just don't want to put up with the BS that comes with being in Montreal either.
Listen, I don't blame
sorry
him
to
for
say
it.
that.
Here's something.
Bouchard.
Derek saying Bouchard for GM and coach. That's something I don't want. I don't want anybody doing both. If they bring somebody in, I don't want them bringing in a guy that's he's going to be both. I don't like that.
That's more of an NFL thing.
And it's too much. It's too much for them to handle, I think. Roy for GM, Carbonneau for coach. Demanded if they don't make the playoffs. That's a little bit strong.
I wouldn't mind that.
I take
I'd rather
or GM, just not both, but like one or the other. I take him in any place. Yeah.
I'd take them in both roles.
I think it's too much for one
Whatever.
person.
Well, but you have to have someone installed as hockey ops, like someone to take some of that pressure of the GM job away.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they are going to replace Bergevin, then you're going to see a hockey guy.
If Wad comes in as GM and coach, then Timmins has to take on a bigger role in the scouting department and all that stuff. And there's a hockey operations guy to do the day-to-day things.
Yeah.
Don Foose, I wouldn't mind that. Like, there's guys out there.
I mean, Shannon recently had a video on Dan Foose's career the other day.
Yeah, he did. I saw that. You're talking about, the hockey guy did that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see that.
But see, here's the thing
here's
with Wall. If I'm firing Bergevin and I'm firing Ducharme, then I'm bringing in the complete opposite of them, which is Wall. Those guys are pretty calm, cool, collected, don't say much. Right? Waz the complete opposite of that. Waz going to be in your face. He's going to fire, there's going to be a temper tantrum. There's going to be wrong things said. There's going to be, it's just like I said, it's only going to work for a year or two, but it'll be a fun year or two. One way or another, it'll be entertaining to watch.
I get it, and I don't disagree with that really, because it's a lot of teams do that, right? You got one guy and you just bring the opposite guy, kind of has the same effect. But it tends to be these kind of guys, like look at like a Mike Keenan type. They don't last long. Their shelf life is kind of short.
But they usually get results, right? When they
in the first year,
Yeah.
less in the second, much less by the third usually.
Well,
Now here,
I mean-
Joe Bouchard is kind of like, he's not that hard ass guy, so it wouldn't.
and he
that
has
wouldn't work.
no experience.
He's got no NHL experience. No.
Well,
Like-
I mean, like a coach whose contract is coming up. I mean, hey, let's go for Torts if we're going to start replacing
I'd love
coaches.
Torts. I just know it's not going to happen because he's
No.
English, right?
Who?
I think
Torts?
Torts is a great coach.
I think that's
Yeah, it's not
far
gonna
on
be
the other
Torts.
end of the spectrum.
He's
for
done a
me.
lot with a little for a long time.
It's not going to be Torts though.
No, thank you.
If the Habs have the talent and not successful, problem's coaching. If the GM is sticking to non-performance players, the problem is the GM.
Yep. Exactly.
This is it. I don't think Bergman has made any terrible moves.
No, I don't think so.
So I understand like he's been around for a while, so it's just like we need to change something. I don't think they should fire him though.
I just think personally, I think everybody's just too comfortable, from players to coaches to ownership to everything. Like everybody's just too comfortable with this same thing every year. Do I think Bergevin wants to win? Do I think he's probably way more pissed than the rest of us are. Like you can tell, like watching him, like he's not happy, but at the same time, there's nothing left. There's nothing more he can do this year. Like his hands are completely tied now. Trading deadline's gone. He's called up everybody he's called up. There's nothing left that he can possibly do to change the course of this team. It's in the players' hands now. It's in the coaches and the players' hands.
Yeah, I asked you, did any of these guys, when they did both jobs, did they win? I don't think so. You guys remember? Being both coach and GM. I don't think they were winners when they did that.
I don't think, no.
I'd have to go back and look at that.
That's the problem for me, is that it's too much.
That's too much for one person to deal with.
Yeah,
Because I
think-
mean, you see that more in the NFL, and I just, think maybe in the NHL, maybe it's just, like you said, Rick, it's probably a bit too much.
being a GM coach in the QMJHL is totally different than in the NHL.
Yeah.
Not the same monster.
But was coach, owner, and GM in the AHL, but at least he has NHL coaching experience.
Isn't Harry Sinden dead?
And was Watt GM and coach in Colorado?
No.
No.
He wasn't GM. Bring in Harry Sinden. Isn't Harry Sinden dead?
I think so.
Well, that would be
It's a
interesting.
name I haven't heard in a long time.
Hey, listen.
I mean, I haven't heard that name in like 30 years.
But maybe that's the thing to do. Bring in a dead guy.
Yeah.
It's the
Sam
opposite
Pollock.
of a live
Sam
guy.
Pollock. Bring back Sam Pollock.
Yeah.
Seems
bring
like
back
he's
a-
still
yeah.
alive, according to Wikipedia.
He's still alive?
Okay.
How old is he?
88.
Yeah.
There
That's
you
not.
go.
No. An 88-year-old GM is not really what we need.
Enjoy the dream life. Yeah, well, there's laws in Quebec that protect against that kind of thing, and that's why they do what they do.
I don't know if you can say it's racist, but
What? I missed something? What's racist?
I guess only wanting to hire francophone, or not francophone, but like coaches or GMs who speak French.
Well, it's not exactly racist because French is not a race.
Discriminatory,
It's discriminatory.
but not
Yeah.
racist.
No, because it's not a race. Being French isn't a different race.
But Canadian law protects against the French English thing. So I mean,
Notwithstanding.
Exactly.
Like you're not allowed.
Quebec
Like
loves
you're
using
not
the
allowed to.
notwithstanding clause.
You're not
He's
allowed
gonna
to
use it,
defund. You can defund an English school in Vancouver or BC where there's no French population or very, very, very minimal. But you can't defund and close a French school in Vancouver, right? Like,
Well, I mean, with
that's-
Quebec, they really love to say how illegitimate the Canadian Constitution is because they didn't sign on to it, but they sure love using the notwithstanding clause, which is in the same document.
He's going to use it again, Legault. He said he's going to probably use it. So.
Oh, they have no shame in using it. They've used it, over 100 times since its inception?
Yeah, I think so. By the way, this year, Vigneault has a job, so I don't know how we can bring in Alan Vigneault. Although the Flyers might fire him the way they're playing, but he does have a job. Here's a good one. Maxime Lapierre and Guillaume Latendresse as coach.
That broadcasting duo.
Mario Tremblay, Réjean Hull much? Anybody? Yeah, I don't think so.
Rick for GM. Yes.
No.
PK Subban should be GM.
PK Subban still playing. Not gonna happen. Even the what's this? Wait. I passed something that I want to. Even the
I don't
bird,
disagree with that.
even the birds speak French.
Kind of knowing.
Really. I didn't know that.
You're supposed to say even the oiseaux speak
Cheeseburger
French.
What do the cheeseburger birds say in Quebec? How do they say it?
Wait. Luna for GM.
I'll do it.
You'll do it. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't object to that.
I wouldn't.
You're welcome, everybody.
Yes.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
There's another one I
Luna
don't
means
understand.
business by doing that.
Like Gerard Gallant, Maritimer, I got no issue with him, but why is he held to such high regard? Like he did excellent with a very good team in Las Vegas, and then they fired him. Like he wasn't really all that successful in the NHL before that. Really, like he was okay.
And you know something else you have to take into account? Gerard Gallant's been fired kind of horribly, like 2 or 3 times. You have to say, why would 2 or 3 different teams fire the same guy in such a really nasty way? So maybe Gallant might be a hard ass and not easy to get along with.
I don't know. I can't imagine. He seems like he comes from pretty good stock here in the Maritimes, so I don't think he's.
It's just a question.
Like anything I've heard about him, it seems like he's a pretty nice guy and whatever.
I'm not saying I've heard bad things. I'm just saying he's been fired, I think, twice. Just almost left on the street. And you gotta wonder,
that's
why?
what I mean. Like everybody, he's the first guy. Everybody goes, "Oh, we need Gallant." I get it. That was a pretty magical run that Vegas had, but at the same time, Doug Ford for GM.
It's funny. Yeah, I'd rather this guy. I'd rather that guy before the Doug Ford for anything. Have a mafia boss as a coach.
Doug Ford.
You could have a mafia boss as a coach. Wow.
Papa Smurf.
Well, here's one.
There we go.
Here's one for you, Jeff.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay with it.
No.
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 I'm the old guy. Can you tell I'm the old guy?
Justin Trudeau for GM. Yeah.
Listen, he's real pretty, but no.
One thing we shouldn't do here
No, I don't agree with that either, Luna.
is
He
talk
doesn't do much
politics.
for you.
If we start talking politics, boy, we'll be screaming at each other. People wouldn't get a word. Not a good thing for us because we are kind of diverse here.
We will start the food fight there. We will start throwing food at each
Yeah.
other. We'll start
I think we're separated on the screen fairly well. Like,
Yes.
I'm
But-
not sure where
See my
Luna
hand
stands,
coming
but-
up in your screen, Jeff?
High five.
It changed colors, though. It changed colors when it got to Jeff's screen. If you think about, like, we get along great here, right? But you wouldn't know it if you listened to us talk politics, right? You wouldn't think, how do these guys get along?
Yep.
And yet
But
we
we
haven't
do.
strangled each other yet.
But no,
from our
but we
diverse
do.
views.
And
Yes.
it's a great point to make is that here's four people that hold four not totally different points of view politically, but I would say four different points of view in some ways politically, and yet we get along fine, and it doesn't bother us. So just because somebody doesn't believe in what you believe in politically doesn't mean you have to hate them.
Shows
That's
we
my
can be
point.
adults about it.
Right, doesn't it?
As long as you're not bigoted in any way, then I'm down with you.
Well, listen, as long as you
And smash the thumbs up button,
agree.
please,
I have
And
to
smash
agree.
the
with
thumbs
that.
up.
Two,
I have to agree
you know,
with that.
you know.
Because nobody's going to go thumbs up for bigotry.
I sure hope not.
Yeah, me too. I hope not. Okay, we got a third period going. Awesome.
Here we go. Yeah, I got the game back on.
Yeah, third period's underway. We got
All
a
right,
half
I'll
a
see you
30
boys
seconds.
after.
Yep,
All right.
seconds in.
Enjoy the rest of the game.
30 seconds in, and 24-19 are the shots for Montreal. 3-1 is still the score. Virtual food fight, Pavlov. Yeah.
And a socially distanced one, too.
Socially distanced food fight.
Yes.
Gallant fired for losing just 4 in a row in Vegas. I think Gallant pisses people off.
Jay
in
Bats,
management.
I'd love that. That'd be great.
I think Gallant pisses people off in management. That's what I think. I'm not saying he's because I don't think he's a bad coach or anything like that. Never anything bad about him, but I think he pisses people off in management. And it might be because he sticks up for his players, and it might be for a good reason that he does, but I think he does. That's my point of view. Francois Legault as GM with masks and curfew. Games have to finish at 8 o'clock. We're getting this
Instead of starting
one
at
was
8
finished
o'clock.
at 8 o'clock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This game was finished at 8 o'clock.
It started. It's true. We're getting pushed back to 9:30. Woo! We can stay
The
until
players
9:30.
are, I mean, the players are breaking curfew here.
Yeah, they get special. They have to carry special papers when they go home
Yes.
that they were a hockey player and they were out late.
Stop
Our
you over on
our
the side of the
courier.
road. Show me your papers.
Yeah.
We almost had that
Doug
in
Ford tried
Ontario.
that. Doug Ford tried that,
Yes, he did.
and then he got rolled back. And they're like, "Oh, we're not ready for that yet. We got to give that a few more months." But yeah, you jumped the gun there, bud.
yeah. The cities and the police said that they wouldn't enforce that.
No. Our new premier decided to put the foot down on us yesterday. He was being pretty lax at first.
Yep. But let's not get into that conversation.
Yeah.
No, it's not the right place for it. Ducharme is so dull that his idea of having an exciting time is watching a piece of plastic blow across the street. Well,
Man, I don't know. This is the one thing I don't understand with Ducharme. When he was in Halifax, he was a very fiery guy.
I know. This is why I made that point in an earlier video about is somebody maybe pulling the strings there besides is he being overridden by the GM? It's a question. It's a fair question. I don't know the answer, but it's a fair question.
But if that's
Julian,
the case,
Julian never really got fired up or anything, and Ducharme just seems to be continuing that.
but if that's the case, then
Vote of
you're having
confidence. Thank you, Andrew. Vote of confidence,
if the
guys.
team is struggling this bad and you're the GM and you're doing that, then obviously you're the problem and you need to back off and let people do the jobs you hired them to do. But I
agree.
don't get the impression. I don't get
Me
the
neither.
impression that Bergevin is a
I don't either.
micromanager.
I don't either. So where did Ducharme's balls go when it comes to coaching?
I mean, he's a rookie in the NHL. Like I kind of get that. Like
I know, but you're brought in to make all these changes. I mean, you're literally brought in to make changes, and I don't see it.
Or maybe in the recent era that if you become a coach, balls go to die when you become coach of the Habs, especially let's say over the last 15 to 20 years. It's just been the same old thing over and over again, it seems.
Ducharme may not have full say it was a mid-season change, but I remember when he was hired, didn't Bergevin say basically it's his job to lose? That he's got the
Yeah, he
interim
did.
right? So
Yeah.
then you let him
yeah,
do
but what
his
else do you want him
fucking
to
job.
say?
No, but then you let him do it. If it's his job to lose, let him coach. Let him lose it then, or make it whatever way. But don't say that. And then if that's so, I don't know what it is. I don't think it's Bergevin. I really don't think it's Bergevin doing that. It's just it was a question that was put out last week, and I thought, well, it's interesting to bring it up. That's fair to bring that up because it's a fair question. He's coaching not to lose, but when you coach not to lose, you lose. That's called prevent defense. Prevent defense only prevents you from actually winning. That's the problem. Big hit on KK?
I'm predicting right now a Cole Caulfield first goal in the NHL.
Right now? On
I'm
this power
predicting
play?
it's gonna happen. Yep.
Sarcasm.
Jesus. He put it right in
I'm
the net,
predicting
man.
it. I'm predicting it. It's gonna happen.
Oh, they put him in the net and then he smacked him in the face with a stick. Galchenyuk, you piece of garbage. Blood?
Is he out there? Is that
There's
him
blood.
on the point?
There's blood. That's 4 minutes. Wait, there's blood. That's 4 minutes. He was
he's
cut
out
on the
there.
lip.
He's gonna look. He's gonna score. He's gonna score right from there. Back.
Isn't that making
Caulfield's gonna
4
score,
minutes?
guys. I didn't see blood. Right.
Yeah.
Oh! He had the shot and he. Oh,
I haven't seen it yet. Shut up. I'm bugging you.
he's
Don't
gonna
worry
score. He's gonna score. Watch, it's coming.
Oh, he had it on his stick. He missed it. He flubbed it. Fuck. I mean, if he doesn't score tonight, he's going to score a power play goal soon. Hey, Luna, what are you doing there? You don't have to do that much. Luna, and some more Luna hype. And some more Donut hype. Thank you, Luna. Power play, boys. Let's go.
She must really want that T-shirt.
She
That's
wants the T-shirt.
for
She wants the shirt.
If I guess Caulfield's not going to score because he's not going to be on the ice here much longer.
No.
If the Habs come back in this game, I think Luna, because I'm guessing she's working from home anyway, and if I'm not mistaken, I think she has green hair. I think she should dye her hair red and blue.
Well, that's up to her.
If they come back.
Randy and Matt, please stop fighting over stuff like that, please.
Wow.
Randy and Matt are having an argument. Come on, guys, get it going now. You got just enough time. Weber shot. Like they don't know what's coming. When COVID ends, we should all go to Habs games throwing $5 bills everywhere.
I'll do that after the game at certain establishments. I'm not throwing $5 bills on the ice. I'm joking. I didn't see it, Luna. Sorry. I got distracted because I wanted to see what Randy and I don't know who else was for a fight.
No call on what? What did I miss? Was there something that should have been called? Luna saying no heckin' call on that one. And then she says, the fuck? It's funny.
I think she meant freaking call.
Probably. Just that's what came out.
I think she meant to say fudge. Everybody likes to talk about their love for fudge.
Yes.
When they, when they're
We
out
all
there.
love fudge.
Yes.
She said it again, so it's feckin'.
The feckin'. It's like watching an
feckin'
episode
trip.
of Father Ted there with the.
The
with the
feckin', saying feckin' is a way not to swear, but then you add
Yes.
the bullshit and the fuck at the end. That's pretty good going there. It's okay. It doesn't bother me. I think it's funny. I
Yeah.
never heard that feckin'. Is that no Newfoundland way?
I've heard it on. I've heard it on Father Ted, which is a Irish comedy
okay.
show.
Because I've never heard that before, that feckin' stuff. But it sounds kind of Newfoundlandish.
Yeah.
Speaking of Newfoundland, was Hockey Junkie in at all tonight?
No, he hasn't been in tonight. I'm actually trying. I was hoping he was. I wanted to ask him for tomorrow if he wants to be on. By the way, everybody in here, we got 50. We're down a little bit, but there's a panel show tomorrow night, 9:00 tomorrow night. We're going to talk about stuff.
Pretty much what we talked about tonight.
Oh no, and who knows what tomorrow brings? There's news of the day. There's all kinds of stuff to talk about. But we're going to do a panel discussion show tomorrow, our weekly panel discussion show. Hopefully, you guys will tune in. It'll be at 9:00, and I'll be putting that up tomorrow morning, so you'll see it out there.
And it'll be better
Art,
than
and Dink.
it'll be better than anything cable news has to put out, right?
Obviously.
Yes.
That's not hard to do.
Obviously.
I'm going to do my Tucker Carlson impression tomorrow.
What? You do that every night when we talk.
Yeah.
Couldn't resist.
God, don't say that.
I couldn't resist. No, don't ever be like Tucker Carlson. I call him Fucker Carlson, but that's besides the point. So
See, now look what you started, Luna.
At least I'm saying real words. Luna may need to be bleeped sometimes. Nothing like a woman who swears. Gotta have that. No? Drinks a few beers, swears. That's my type of woman.
Just be yourself.
Exactly.
Oh man, what are we doing? I'd love to see the time of possession of this game. Can someone look that up?
Can you find that out now before the game ends? This here, Daryl. Emlyn, from what I understand, had his whatever. He's doing fine. Last I saw, Emlyn was recovering. Their puck possession is supposed to be their freaking thing. I don't know why I'm wearing these freaking headphones now. So still 3-1, 12-12 left on my screen. 27-21 shots in favor of Montreal. 3-1 score in favor of Toronto.
This game is over. 4-1.
Oh. I didn't see it yet. Well, I might have the score right in the end. I had 4-2 for Toronto. Now everybody not mad at me.
That sucks. Poor Jake Allen. He missed the puck behind the net.
So it's what, 5-1?
4-1.
Oh, so still that's on that goal, yeah. Oh, Josh Anderson just swore at somebody.
The ref,
No, he was just talking about his love for fudge as well.
Yeah, it didn't look like fudge.
So, is there anybody that scored for the Leafs tonight that hasn't scored a goal in a long, long, long time? Because it seems to happen every night.
Yeah.
Who's the player that hasn't scored a goal in like a year?
Gonna get the next one.
And when was the last time Muzzin scored? Coming into tonight.
Well, disappointment. I was hoping I might jinx it and then come out with a better game.
It seems like Justin Hall only gets points against the Habs.
There's a few guys like that. In the last few, like Calgary, when Dubé got a bunch against us, Levo gets against us. There's a few guys that I question it. Like most of their points against Montreal.
Oh my!
When is
Price coming back? I don't know. I have no word. I've heard no updates on Price, which isn't a good thing.
Anybody? There was an update today. They said he did some tests today. Everything looks good. Could be back soon.
Okay.
I wonder, when Price comes back and if he does, if he plays, so-so and Habs still lose, I mean, it'll still be, trade Price, send him to Seattle.
Price comes back and they lose every game 3-2 or 2-1. Like, what's the difference? Like, it's not because it won't be his fault. We're scoring 1 goal a game.
Yeah, now their offense is anemic.
Has anybody else feel like though, like you've been watching the exact same game over and over again for the last week and a half?
Yep.
Groundhog Day.
Well, what team?
Like even the scores are the same.
Yep.
Even the scores are the same.
Yep.
And the storylines seem to be the same. If you haven't scored a goal in a long time, then Montreal.
It doesn't matter what the line. It doesn't matter what the lineup is. Doesn't matter who's in nets. It's the same story. It's the same old story. That's a Triumph song. Same old story all over again.
And what's really
Triumph?
bad, Greg?
I don't know that band. Who's Triumph? No
Triumph.
I don't know. That's old.
Yeah,
it's my
Greg, what was it? Frick, you fucked me. I don't know what I was going to say now.
Okay, but why'd you have to put like that, like picture in people's heads though? Nobody seems to want to carry the puck or make a good pass. Not scoring on this team, just pathetic to see every night. No scoring on this team. It is.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, yeah, Greg, the worst of it is pretty much every night I've been watching the game with no volume, so it's even worse. They look the same.
It does. It seems like just different color uniforms against us. That's all. By the way, a good point about the playoffs is there's going to be guys coming back that could make a difference. Oh.
Which is why I haven't completely said that the Habs are going to be, just, crashing and burning out of the playoffs. I mean, they're just unpredictable in the playoffs. I mean, just from past years. I mean, when they make it 1 out of every 3 years, it seems now.
3. Well, okay, we made it last year, but it was 3. It was 3 in between. So, yeah, you're right. Because, like every 3 years, every 4 years.
Yeah.
Yep. Such a shame. It's too bad. I was hoping this game would, last till like now at least, where it was tight. We didn't get any of that all game. Wouldn't be a bad time to get Caulfield on the board. Get it over.
Come on, Caulfield, make it happen.
Yeah, just get a goal. Get that monkey off the back type thing. Get a goal early.
Get off the schneid.
Yeah. Not that he's on much of a schneid, but
yeah,
they're sea monkeys because they got to be really small.
What are you calling him, a sea monkey?
I said for him, the monkey's a sea monkey because they got to be really small.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? The first game, he was out there with, I don't know who was. Anyways, he looked so small, and I said, "What? Did somebody bring their kid to work or something?"
Yeah.
And then people were saying that he looked like someone's little brother, someone's kid brother out there because he's so small. That was funny. That's what it looked like. The refs don't know how to call a game. It's nothing new about that. Greg, yeah, they made the most of it last year, so it's not like they got there and they just bowed out. They took advantage of it. Tavares making Petrie look pathetic. The last 20 games, it's not a hard thing to do, it seems. Am I right?
Is there any player tonight, guys, that's been playing really well, doing a lot out there? Because I don't really seem to notice anyone tonight.
I've been talking too much to not really. I can't really say, so I'm not.
Nobody's really stood out tonight.
Just Suzuki for that snipe. That's pretty much it. And then Caulfield, because we're all watching him. That's pretty much it. So. And Guy Lafleur. I was saying to somebody today, for whatever reason, that Caulfield is probably the most exciting prospect that Montreal's had since Guy Lafleur. Prospect. What do you guys say to that? I know what Jeff says.
Sad.
I know what Jeff says. It might be sad, but it's true. It's true.
They must have had somebody in the last.
Well, name somebody
years.
that was a more exciting prospect than Caulfield. Nobody. Not since Guy Lafleur. Says something, right? Luna does great videos. Luna doesn't make videos. I make the videos. It's okay.
Sadly, I've been slacking on mine.
Yeah, what's up with that? What's up with that, Shamir? We want to know.
Yes.
Inquiring minds want to know, Shamir.
I've been too lazy, just worried and stressed out about this team. It's been consuming my entire mind and being.
Well, it shouldn't. They're on the power play. I didn't even notice.
And plus, I've been too lazy to go to the grocery store to get something I haven't done already.
Oh, I don't mind. Grocery shopping, I don't mind.
Yeah.
It's a little safer for me now, so it
Yeah.
doesn't bother me as much.
Well, I think for the next little while, as long as these, as long as because right now there's 25% capacity at grocery stores here in Ontario. As long as that's happening, I'm just ordering online until that gets loosened.
Yeah, my son Zach, he orders food online all the time from Walmart.
Yeah, that's where I've been ordering mine from as well.
It's crazy though. I don't like doing it. It's weird. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
So Friday,
put a little card in there, and it tells you what each chocolate is.
Friday we've got Winnipeg in, and it's funny. I thought there were 2 games against Winnipeg. Someone said there were, but there's not. It's the last Winnipeg game. Hope for a win there. Winnipeg's not playing very well.
Pizza pockets, making me hungry for those.
And then Saturday it's Ottawa. So
hey, there's a team that we can definitely beat, right?
Yeah. No, listen. You know what? You could literally look at the rest of the schedule and say they could lose all the games.
Yeah. And hey, Ottawa's, I think they got out of the division basement now, I think.
Yeah. No, they're not going to get out of the basement. Have they? No. Beating Vancouver got them out of the basement?
I think so.
Really?
I could be wrong, but
I didn't know that's a possibility, but
I mean, they have been playing
didn't think
better
they
of
were
late.
I didn't think they were that close. I thought they were like 6-7 points behind. So I don't know. Maybe they did. I don't know.
But Vancouver never played for almost a month. So points wise, right?
Well, V for Vegan, as a fan, if you're a real Habs fan, why would you hope they lose all their remaining games? I don't get that. I don't. Definitely don't hope they lose all their
It would be kind of entertaining to
Well, I
watch
mean,
the fan base
during-
just completely explode.
Well, I mean, during the RTP, there was a good chunk of the fan base that was hoping that we would tank, so we would have a better chance at the first overall as well. It's not. I
But
mean,
that's
it's
not-
just recently the last time we saw this, hoping that they lose amongst a certain percentage of the fan base. But
I don't know. I can
I
never.
don't know.
I would never ever say that. Like, oh, I hope they win.
No,
I hope they
no.
lose these games. No, I mean,
No.
I might say that. Okay, I think Toronto's going to win or this one's going to win, but it doesn't mean I'm hoping that Montreal loses. So no, I can't agree with that. You're right about Vancouver is in last.
Yeah, points wise, but
Vancouver's got 7
but it's
games.
like 50 games for Ottawa versus Vancouver to
Yeah.
43, I believe.
There's a big difference. Yeah, that's the difference. It's a lot. It is a lot.
No.
Oh man, come on! Can't this 340 be over already? Can't it? Just get it over with.
I mean, the last 5 minutes, isn't this when the Habs are supposed to turn on the Jets here and actually do something?
They don't seem capable. No, seriously, they don't seem capable to take it to Toronto. Doesn't bode
Well, I
well
think
for the
that
first time matchup.
I think you pretty much said as much in your preview video. I mean, there was a part of me that was just hoping that this would be a trap game for Toronto, and I guess, you ended up being right about this so far, Rick.
It wasn't a trap game.
No.
I mean, it could have been, though. No, it could have been a trap game. It just Montreal didn't turn it into one. They needed to play better than this to make it a trap game. Night, Polly. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Game was over after the first shot. Well, no, because Montreal got a goal.
Say that.
No, because listen, there was
Game
a
was
goal.
over after the fourth shot.
Okay, that's different because that's the winning goal. But
It's kind of easy to say that in
no.
hindsight.
Right. I mean, it is easy to say that in hindsight. Zachary, yep, Leafs are about to win. I think we can all see that. Peter, I sent you twice. I sent you the link. Check your spam. First time it came back, I got a mailer demon. But I don't think I'm staying on too long after this game, to be very honest with you. So we might have to do it next game anyway. We'll stay 5-10 minutes, but I don't think I'm going to stay longer than that. I got to eat something. That's number one. So, but yeah, I sent you the link, and the link's only good for the one night, so it won't work next time. But when we got Friday, I'll try to remember to send you a link Friday, or just ask me and I'll send it to you. I think I have your email now.
So what's for dinner, Rick?
Don't really know. I got a pork chop taken out. I only eat one at a time because I cut down on that stuff. But so I got some pork chop with something or whatever. Maybe
so it's not like opening up the fridge or the freezer and then just deciding from that point.
No, I defrosted a pork chop already. But you know what? I love to cook, but not lately, and I just don't like eating the food I cook anymore. I'm not enjoying my own cooking anymore for some reason. So it's all blah. It is what it is. It's food.
Or pop one of those rising crust pizzas in the oven.
Yeah, I don't have any in my freezer. I would. It's just
Yeah.
easier, and I would rather that. Are they going to score? No. 2:45 left in this sad, sad game. The Senators right now playing better than the Habs. I think
Yep.
Jeff Daughter's team's playing better than the Habs right now.
Ooh.
Andrew, please don't do that. That's just wrong. I don't know. I would remove that if I could.
Jeremy, I'm
Luna's not
aiming.
here for that, okay? She's here for her hockey and for her insight that she has, and she's not here to be told. Come on.
Jeremy, I'm hoping Saturday for the next vid.
Awesome. Yeah, Peter, listen, just let me know early and I will send you a link. And this time, just make sure you check in the spam because it's happened a few times to people that's gone to the spam. Is this over yet? Not yet. 1:45 left. At 31-29 for the shots. 4-1. That's the main number you need to know.
Thanks, Jeremy. I really appreciate that.
Campbell's better than Price and Allen.
So the highlight of the game tonight was Caulfield getting run over by the ref.
No,
well, I mean, that was your highlight.
He ran into the ref. The ref didn't do anything.
Seems like the only highlight they keep showing, Shamir. That's all. That involves a Montreal player not getting scored on.
Have a good night, Peter. Thanks for being here, Egg.
Well, I mean, Troy, I mean, the Jets, with their injury issues, I mean, who knows? Maybe, maybe the Habs might be able to, take advantage of that.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they can snap out of it against the Jets. Yeah. They need the points. Caulfield's going to not have scored, which is okay by me. I would rather him score, but I mean, I'm not upset. Yeah, I meant they scored for Ottawa, I know.
Yeah. Well, good for him if he's going to, I mean, it's nice to, maybe see him flourish, but, it was just getting, obvious that it just wasn't going to happen in Montreal.
I'm watching them skate and the clock is stopped. I don't get it. That was weird. Yeah, Carrie, we all would have liked to win tonight. This is very disappointing. Anyway, is it over yet? Not over yet? Yeah, it is over. Thank God.
Somebody throw a water bottle, punch a wall, break a stick, do
some emotion.
Punch the glass. Oh, wait, they can't do that.
Not a ton of emotion being shown by these guys. It's kind of disconcerting, don't you find?
Yeah, maybe they do it in the dressing room.
Still, I don't know. They're not showing it out on the ice either, like as far as in their play. Like why? Where was the too little, too late stuff? It didn't even happen.
That hasn't happened for a few games now.
Something's broken there.
Well, yeah, it's kind of just,
something's broken with them.
Fine, if they lost this game, fine. But I mean, they should have, like, where was the effort? They just seemed like it just looked like this whole defeated attitude almost from the beginning.
Yeah. Good night, Carrie.
I don't know. There's nothing left to say. I've said it all a bunch of times.
Like, seriously, what is there left to say at this point about it? They have to do better.
And tune in tomorrow, everybody, for the panel discussion.
So I can say it all again. Over and over.
Well, we got to talk about something.
Yeah.
Hopefully something will happen
think-
tomorrow.
We're going to talk about golf again tomorrow.
Well, I mean,
golf
And curling.
golf.
Well,
I mean,
get
who
prepared for
knows?
the
I mean, maybe
off-season.
the Habs might be on the golf course pretty soon.
Yeah,
I mean, who knows?
we might have to get prepared for the off season, so we'll start a golf channel after this. That's not a bad idea.
We're gonna do another debate on what we consider sports and games. What defines an athlete? We're gonna do that conversation again.
Frolf is a sport.
It generated such
Ralph.
epic conversation in the chats. People were very involved in that.
Yeah, Jeremy, NFL draft. Each team in the first round, they know who they're drafting, and yet they still take their full 15 minutes or whatever it is, just keeping everyone on suspense. I mean, that's how much of a joke that show is. Sorry, that's my rant.
I'd rather watch the draft than watch this.
I don't know about that. I mean, they're both equally, please put me to sleep sort of thing.
If this was at least an exciting game where they, it was like just back and forth excitement, and there was none of that tonight. Like, am I wrong, or there was just none of that? And it makes it so hard to watch.
I haven't enjoyed a game in 2 weeks.
Yeah, almost.
Even the game they won was fucking horrible to watch.
No, I had fun at least in that game. It was at least on. It was at least went down to the wire, and at least he had some excitement in it. This I don't know.
What's frustrating is that I see these like glimmers of things happening, these little pockets
Glimmers
of things, and then it just doesn't happen the entire time. It doesn't come to fruition the entire time. They kind of lean on what they know already, and it's like I see these passes in front of the net, the shots right in the zone there, and it's amazing, and I'm like, oh shit, awesome, they're gonna try and do something different, but then all of a sudden it goes back to perimeter shots, it goes back to dumping the puck in, and it's so infuriating.
This is what we were saying just before Julien got fired. Where's the it's like
there's no difference.
Yeah.
There's no difference with this team right now as far as looks, attitude, excitement than when Julien got fired. There's no difference.
And, I
There's
was
something
hoping
wrong.
putting out Caulfield in with Suzuki and Toffoli. I was hoping that would mix things up a bit. They try some different things. Didn't quite work out that way tonight, unfortunately.
No,
Paul, I disagree. Paul, because I didn't have high expectations. I thought they would finish third, fourth. And this is more disappointing because this isn't a team that's fighting their way into the playoffs, which is what I would rather see. This is a team backing into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which is way more frustrating and discouraging to watch. I want it. Like, these games literally don't even really mean anything because their chances of missing the playoffs are.
Now if they lose them all,
I mean, they're getting worse every day, but every game they get a little bit worse. But literally,
they need to play 500 hockey. I don't know how they're going to play 500 hockey in the next 8 games.
No, they're not going to play 500 hockey.
I don't see how.
I think we're lucky if they win 3 games at the end of the year.
Lucky to win even 3. I have to agree with that. Such a shame.
Because there's no progress, Paul. That's the part that's frustrating. This team has done nothing but go constantly down all year long. They started here, which I didn't expect, and went like this, and it was like, okay, well, they're going to plateau out here. This is where they should be, and they've just continued to disappoint game after game after game.
And it's frustrating because I'm a fucking Habs fan, and even if I have low expectations, I'm still frustrated by the fact that that's what we saw there tonight. It
Yeah,
wasn't
you
even
still
exciting.
want them to do well, to put in the effort, even if you
Yeah.
have low expectations for the game. If you're a
Yeah.
fan,
Like
you actually want them to
like
do
at
well.
in the middle of the season when they were not playing well, but at least each game you knew, okay, well they got a chance, they can come back in this game. There's some fight in them. They usually do the last 5 minutes, and they had some comeback wins and stuff. And
There's no fighting.
but now the other team
Doesn't
scores a
look-
goal in the first period, and it's like, well, I guess this game's over. Oh, I'm like, hey guys, where are we going after the game? Oh, we can't go nowhere. Oh, crap. Yeah, all right. Yep. That's it.
Go into my fridge.
How can you not expect
Well, if I'm
progress?
expecting-
Expect progress. I always expect progress. One win against.
Well,
the Leafs.
you don't spend to the cap to get worse.
Well, you shouldn't be. That's for sure.
Yeah,
All
well, I mean, like we had the new guys doing their part, but it just seemed like the veteran core that we were also counting on that, they just, took a bit of a nosedive here this season, and that's just no proper gelling of this team this season on a consistent basis.
There's no consistency
No.
Yeah.
in any way on this team at all.
Well, for me, once again, Big Boy Andy played his heart out. I thought he did very well again this game.
Yeah, there's a couple of players you could say are consistent. Other than that, the only consistency is that they're very inconsistent.
They're consistent in their inconsistency.
Can you
Hey,
imagine
listen,
how bad it would be without MB off-season work? Yeah, especially with Jake Allen if he wasn't in the picture.
Yeah, we wouldn't be.
No
in the running
Jake
for-
Allen, no Tyler Toffoli,
No.
no Josh Anderson, and we are literally
Not in the playoffs.
Ottawa's looking better than we are.
We'd be
Oh,
fighting
yeah.
for with Ottawa for sixth
Without a
place
doubt.
there.
Without a doubt. So, what does that mean? I don't know.
Well,
You want? I can't do it. You want? Somebody want to delete that? No,
Delete what?
I said don't
I don't
do
have
this
YouTube
again.
open.
I said don't do that again, and it got done again. So blocked for 5 minutes. I don't think you're here looking for marriage proposals, are you?
Mm-hmm.
No,
I
thank
don't
you.
think so. No.
Please no.
So please don't do that anymore.
some people just don't get the hint.
Jeez. We're
That's where my mouth-
Neanderthals. We're all Neanderthals. That's what it turns out to be. All right. So I guess on that note, I know I blocked them for 5 minutes, but maybe we'll take off here.
I mean,
Nobody seems excited. Anybody
Yeah.
want?
I'm gonna go drown my sorrows.
Okay, Andrew's getting jealous of what? Of what? Explain that.
I don't have YouTube open, so
Let's
what-
just
what would
ignore it. Let's just ignore it. And
What would someone be getting jealous of? Like, how does that make any sense?
It doesn't. Let's just
We're
ignore it and have
what?
it.
We're missing Price and we're missing Gallagher.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I don't know
okay.
how much price would make that much of a difference right now. Gallagher for sure.
Gallagher's still not going to score a goal every game.
No,
They're only scoring one goal a game.
he scores goals, and he would have a lot more now if he wasn't out on injury. He's that presence in front of the net that makes goals happen. He's has a ton of assists. Like I don't understand why you would not want Gallagher there, or not think that he's a deal breaker.
I don't
Jeremy,
think he's going to change what's happening here much, though.
I disagree.
Jeremy, on Friday, just you send me an email. I'll send you a link for the intermissions. No worries. Alan's playing just as
I
good
mean-
as Price now. Price, we're here. Might be, yeah. Anyway, Jets are 2 but no excuses. Lowry, Ehlers, 2 huge impact Jets out. But that's what Montreal needs, right? Is a team where they can beat them. Go out and do it and go, oh, we can win. Oh, we can win. Oh, maybe we can do this to other teams too. Luna's cat is.
I'm just watching.
She's so loud. She's so loud.
It's okay.
I'm just watching Ottawa highlights here, and it's like, wow, look, these guys can score.
Rather not make the playoffs. We can't get a winning streak. Rather not lose to Leafs. But the playoffs could be a totally different thing.
The playoffs are a different season. We all know that.
Just as the Tampa Bay Lightning from 2019.
Yeah,
Right?
so it's like I don't think it's fair to say like I'd rather them make the playoffs personally.
Tampa Bay leading the league in points and then gets swept in 4.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna hurt if we lose to the Leafs, but that's what
It's
it's
not the
all
end of the
about,
world.
right? If we beat them, it's gonna be great. So that's what sports is about, right? If you go in, if you go in each game going,
whoa.
What's wrong?
What is this team? This team's basically been playing playoff hockey, so they say now, for the last friggin' 2 weeks. And what have they done?
Say and do are different things.
Yeah, but it's still different.
It's different. Yeah.
I don't care what you say.
This team ain't.
I'm not saying they're going to turn it around, but the chance is there. That's all. Isn't that what it's about? The chance to win.
Chance, Jeff.
But they're not. Yeah, but there's no fight in these guys. Just because it's the playoffs, is that going to make them stand up and fight?
No, I agree.
If that's the case, then they're a bunch of sandbaggers, and they don't like that. To me, that ticks me off even more.
Okay, but by that token, take a team like the St. Louis Blues 2 years ago, going into the playoffs, then they should have just given up and not done anything.
Yeah, but they were the best team in hockey from January until the playoffs.
Well, don't use logic on me. Did I say you could do that? I don't know. I'm not talking to you.
Facts.
There have been teams that literally going in, they have no chance yet. They did okay, or they did well.
I know.
And there's teams that go in that have every chance, and they
suck the bag.
crap out.
Right. So,
like, you never know what's going to happen. That's why Vegas hates betting on hockey.
that's it. You can't. You can't look at it that way, because same thing with a game. You go into, it's going to be a bad matchup, but do you give up before the game's played? No. Have underdogs won? Yeah. Right? Underdogs have won many times. That's all. That's what the whole point of it.
I just want to see some life before we get there. I'm not seeing any life. I haven't seen life since the first month of the season. It's been pretty.
Yeah, I'm not saying
literally. It started here and went like this.
Well, we've already lost one player due to personal reasons. I imagine this has not been easy. In a perfect world, if we could all be adults and entertain ourselves, I don't think hockey happens. They're doing this to entertain us. They're not making that much money off of ticket sales.
Well, no.
I'm not calling them martyrs or anything, but like, in a perfect world, hockey would not happen. Yes, I'm fucking watching it and I'm very excited that it would happen, but they should not have done this. This is a grueling season. It really fucking sucks. Hard to get shit going.
They did it. Don't think that they're all. They did it because they love playing hockey. They did it. Yes, there's a sliver of that for the fans. But the main reason why this was such a big deal to get this season in was to get the TV contract that makes them multimillionaires even further into their careers and the league, right? Like, that's what this season was all about. Because if they sat out this season, it was going to be hard to sell a contract to any of the U.S. markets. Like, hockey goes away in the U.S. for a year, and that is really hard to come back from. because it's constantly trying to fight for that market share. Oh, it is. We're talking about like $500 million. We're talking about like it's crazy, right? Like the amount of money, like that's what was on the line here. It's not the players.
I mean, like hockey was out for a year and it came back like a storm
Why?
when they had the
V for vegan. Hang on. V for vegan. Defend that. Jackets had good players. Habs don't have good players. No good players at all. Really? I would like you to defend that one. No good players. I mean, I understand we don't like what's going on and it's disappointing, but to say there's no good players on this team, that's not what's wrong here. There aren't any elite players. I get that. But anyway.
Columbus is very comparable to Montreal. I'd say actually Montreal's probably got a little bit more talent spread out on the team than Columbus had.
Does Jeff have a channel? Yes, but he does not want you watching it.
I don't have a channel. No, I don't have a channel.
Not for this type of stuff. He does not have a channel.
No, I don't have a channel.
Maybe we should save it for the panel tomorrow night, boys.
Yeah.
Is Harry Rice on?
I don't know.
I haven't seen
I
any
don't know.
alerts
He didn't come in. I
about
sent
his
him.
post game.
I sent him a link. I don't know. He's probably in John's, or he could be coming on. I mean, I don't know.
No, I mean like
He
is he
didn't
going on his
communicate.
channel?
He did not communicate with me today.
But I assume he's going on live on his, right?
I
I
haven't
would
seen an
imagine.
alert yet.
Okay. First of all, Andrew, I warned you. And it's not appropriate to tell Luna that you love her. You don't know her. And I don't want to see that. I warned you. You did it again. I put you on a timeout for 5 minutes. If that's me snapping, you ain't seen me snap then.
We look, yeah, Steve. Yeah, we do. That's the problem. We look great on paper, and that's the frustrating part.
All right.
That's
On
the
that
frustrating part.
very happy note, we are going to leave you for the night. Just to remind you, we'll be on tomorrow for a panel discussion. Probably talk about a lot about some of the stuff we talked about tonight.
I told you what we should talk about.
Well,
We
we'll
should talk
discuss
about
that.
golf. We should talk about happy things, and we should talk
Frolf. Frolf.
Oh!
Sunshine
Yes.
and
What's
roses.
Rolf?
You know what I love?
Frisbee
Sunshine
golf.
and roses we're going to talk about. All right. So on that note, before there's any more...
And the Leafs
arguing
clinch a
here,
playoff spot as a result of this
Yes.
tonight.
there'll be lots of...
Oh, there's the twist. It's right in there. Look, they got it right between the ribs, and they went.
TSN,
take
TSN
that."
just had to send me that alert.
Like we
Just
didn't
nice.
fucking expect that. Boys. Come on now.
On that happy news, we're going to say good night. I want to thank
It was-
everybody for...
It was a
being
hook
up.
knife too, so when they pull it out, it even hurts even more. Take
Yeah.
some guts with it.
I want to thank everybody for being here. All the people who gave donations, and one of the big ones is right there, and I'm pointing over to Luna. Thank you so much. Hopefully, by tomorrow's panel or by Friday's game, we'll all be happy with each other again, and everything will be fine. And hopefully, we'll have a win against Winnipeg on Friday. So hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow at 9:00 on the panel show. So that would be nice. And thanks again for being here. Please stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. As I said, I guess, I don't know. I'm just repeating myself. And peace out, y'all. See you next one. Have a good night, everybody.